Admiral Levine.
Really? Honest
When I
to
heard
God,
it.
I thought that Cracker Barrel and Crate and Barrel were the same place,
I used
and
to get
people were just saying it. One set of people was just saying it completely wrong, but I wasn't sure which one it was. Because I never went to either of those places, and I was just like, they're always talking about. It sounds like different. Like one's furniture, but one's like food or something. I don't really.
No, I remember going to Crate and Barrel as a kid with my mom and
I thought it
getting
was Cracker
stuff.
Barrel.
And then when people say, "Let's go eat at Cracker Barrel," I'm like, "They serve food there?" I did the same
hot dog
thing.
stand or something
Like,
inside the store.
What's Crate and Barrel?
It's like furniture and shit.
Oh, okay.
It's like country
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
IKEA for redneck.
There you go.
Yeah.
IKEA for rednecks?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Upper crust rednecks.
Do you have to like
High society.
Yes.
the ones who like buy Yeti coolers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The ones that can afford gas for their boat and truck.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. So
They
like,
buy their lift kit and an oversized truck outright. They don't have to they don't have to take out a loan like everybody else.
All that tobacco money.
could you imagine? Could you imagine owning like a tobacco farm or striking oil? How just incredibly crazy your life would be turned around instantly. That's just instant money right there.
I mean, some stuff has to happen.
I mean,
Like what, Jay?
It doesn't. I mean, you don't just have like you don't have like discover oil and like suddenly your bank account fills with money. It's like you
It
definitely got to
should.
do something with
Oh
it.
well, yeah.
Like
First of all, you have to own
sell
the
it to
mineral rights. You're not just deer hunting somewhere and, up from the ground comes a bubbling crude.
So you-
um, and then you claim it. And then what you
that's the
just
American
wait-
dream right there. Is Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that. It's
Oh,
like
yeah,
100% exactly what I want to happen.
cement pond.
Yeah.
But your whole thing about a tobacco farm, like those just fall out of the sky. You wake up one morning, you go outside. It's
Cigarettes now. Like it's like doesn't.
it takes 7 years for that
they
tobacco.
just grow out in little packs, just out of the ground.
Also,
Yeah.
are people just? Finding oil is a thing, but just finding large patches of tobacco, does that happen?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's wild tobacco here, by the way. If you go out hiking,
Are you gonna tame it, John?
Yes.
That John
Yes.
Archer like Musk?
How do you
Yeah.
tame? You tame tobacco by getting cancer? Is that the?
No, you give the tobacco cancer to give to others.
That's
Yeah,
what Chuck Norris did.
that's how it starts.
Chuck Norris gave us cigarette cancer, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
he could have.
That-
yeah,
That, that sounds about right.
at
sounds
some
about right.
point. Yeah,
And he did it just by
Would you
looking
have
at it.
a Fitbit?
Did it?
my dad has a fit.
Track your marble miles.
Oh, yeah.
The cowboy killer.
I used to collect camel bucks.
Oh God.
Yeah, I got a dartboard that my wife gave away.
Oh really?
Yeah, I still have a brass Zippo lighter with my initials on it, but
Camel Bucks, is that like a note that came with packs of Camel cigarettes, or?
yeah, you could get 1, 2, or 5, and then you'd save them up. But then the
By,
war on Joe Camel happened in the
Dude, he
early
was so
90s.
cool. When I was a kid, I'd look up at
Yeah.
the billboards. Fucking Camel smoking a cigarette right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you know how hard it is not to crush a cigarette with a camel? So
Like,
it's ridiculous.
he looked like
Oh
a
yeah, they put those
pig.
little menthol fuck beads in some of them that you could.
Thanks, Chris. I look like a penis.
No.
Oh,
That's what I heard.
That's what I heard too.
So
Joe Camel did.
oh yeah. Oh no,
His
he totally
nose.
did.
kind of did look like a dick, huh?
There was something
did.
really funky going on with his. Yeah, his nose, like you were saying earlier. John, do you want to introduce everybody in?
Welcome to the Wheel Podcast with Darren, Closet Guy Clark, as our producer, and obviously Chris, Crazy Legs Fonseca, awesome comedian. We've also got a guest in here, Jay Frazier.
Yo.
He's better looking than he is funny.
Thanks.
And
yeah, thanks.
way over in the corner without a mic, I'm going to mention Sarah because she's freaking hysterical.
I like Sarah.
And
I only say that because Sarah's in the room, though. Sarah, when you're not here, I don't like you as much.
we should get her a mic. Or
Sarah's great. She does
when you've
great
got
work.
something, Sarah, just yell it out really loud.
Yeah, no.
I'll yell really loud. Is this loud enough?
I don't
Actually,
really
yeah,
think you
no,
need
that
to.
is.
I mean, there's mics everywhere. I think
There you
Actually-
go.
You probably just talk.
That level was actually pretty good. I picked you up on the condenser. So
Sweet.
yeah. I know if you want to say something, just yell like that.
There we
And
go.
then we also
And
got
then I'm your host,
yeah.
John the Hack Archer.
John, you're not a hack.
Is that a
Oh,
new
come on.
title?
It's
No,
all
I've been
jokes to be a hack, John.
I've been giving it to myself ever since. My
since
wife
that
stopped giving me it.
Accident.
Ever since the incident. Jay,
What's
can
up?
you see that? Does that say stop or start?
It's
Oh,
where?
geez.
Down here. See where the mouse is?
Stop.
Okay,
stop.
cool. All right.
Yeah.
You know,
Leave
so-
stuff alone. Stop
I have to
touching
make sure
stuff.
that everything's running okay,
I
because the
get it,
last
but-
couple times the laptop has just crashed and like half the podcast did not get recorded.
Oh,
really?
good.
Yeah.
Why you
Sounds like
keep
mine.
With the green line and going back and forth.
Oh, that's so we can tell how like loud your lovely voice is, Chris. Your crystal clear lovely voice.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You're right. Your voice is unique.
Chris is like a snowflake.
No, he's not.
A brown snowflake with CP.
That's okay. You know what?
What?
Them's fighting words. No. I don't know.
Who's gonna fight me?
My,
John? You gonna fight me? Are you?
My default
surrogate?
personality's ass.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I was
probably
I was
most of
born
us here. So
99.9% tact free. It's actually stamped on my ass.
It
from the
just
day I
says
was
ass?
born. Yeah. No, it says 99.9% tact free.
What would tax free be? I know what tax free is.
Tact. You don't know what tact is?
No, I've used
Freaking
the
millennial.
expression.
explain it for us, John.
You know what? It means that I am uncouth.
Oh, okay.
Do you get that one?
Yeah, no, I know what uncouth is.
Cantankerous. Like just start saying
Well,
words.
similar, but cantankerous is a little more
No tact means no diplomacy.
bingo.
Oh, okay.
Is that like firing people that are investigating you? Is that or is that super tactful? I don't know if
That's very tactless.
That shows you got nothing to hide. Like real quick, just let's
Yeah.
fire the guy investigating in on our things. And so okay, so what exactly happened with that? Because I just heard about that like 15 minutes ago, but I don't really pay attention to it.
I mean, all I know is that Comey's been fired. Apparently, if that how the
And he is the
He was the
Head investigator?
Of the FBI.
head of the FBI. Okay, and so Trump fired him for.
Well, Trump claims he's
'Cause I don't
fired
like him, that's
Comey
why.
For announcing something about an investigation with Hillary Clinton last July. However, during the campaign, Trump was praising Comey for doing that and saying, "Man, stay with it. You know, a lot of people are going to be upset with you about that, but you know, I like
Oh, and
I like
now
that about you." And now, you know, now all of a sudden he's being fired allegedly for
investigating
for that.
Trump.
However,
Oh, okay.
people are assuming that it's probably more likely because he is the head of an investigation into his campaign and the ties with Russia.
So, how close to Red Dawn are we, John? Do you think?
Wolverines.
Ooh, yeah, no, please, please.
There's two of them.
Not
now.
into that,
I am
Mike.
so totally going to be Patrick Swayze if Red Dawn 3 happens. And what's cool is Red Dawn was basically Colorado.
Yeah, no,
so
it
I'm
was
so ready to go in the hills and then shoot commies from, Pikes Peak or whatever.
It's fucking commies.
Fucking
I want
commies.
to shoot commies.
You want to shoot commies?
Yeah.
I see Chris rolling out with just two machine guns. Fuck you, commies.
we'll hook him up with two M60s and just Rambo it. I'll be behind him with my M16.
If commies is short for open mic comedians,
Yeah, definitely.
Kill
As
them
Chris
all.
turns his wheels,
Kill
it
them
turns
all.
the handles to the machine guns. It's rolling down the mountain.
It's not an old Gatling gun.
That would work perfect. You know how badass that would be if you had two old Gatling guns on Chris's wheelchair?
45 caliber Gatling guns. Damn, that would be awesome.
I mean, there would be a
stopping
skip
power
in
alone.
bullets every now and again because his feet would get caught. But after that, after that's cleared up, Chris has got the mountain covered.
He could throw so much lead he could stop a tank.
Screw Mad Dog Maddox. I want Chris Crazy Legs Fonseca with machine guns on his wheelchair.
Crazy guns.
Chris
Fonseca.
Crazy Guns Fonseca.
No,
I'm up for the task.
I can see the determination in your eye, Chris. It's that twinkle in your eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one right there. Yep.
I hate both parties, by the way, that are in charge, but
Political parties?
political parties, yes. No, birthday parties and Christmas
Yeah, what
parties.
the fuck, man?
Those are the two I hate.
I love that shit.
Halloween parties rock.
Well,
St.
but
Patrick's Day parties rock.
Avon parties.
Oh, have you seen the hot chicks that come to Avon parties?
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
like
man.
the
Well,
lotion
actually,
or the
when-
toys?
When they leave, anyway. What now?
The lotion or the toys?
Avon lotion?
Oh, I'm thinking of a V now.
You're a fucking idiot.
AV, they start with the same letters, John.
Big Black Boykin died.
Wait, who?
Who died?
The guy from MTV.
Oh, Big Black.
Yeah.
Like from Robin Big.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What?
When
Wow.
did he die?
Was it?
Right now, look.
He died right now?
Yeah.
It's big
Yeah.
news.
Like his heart stopped?
I gotta take tomorrow off.
Yeah.
I gotta call in.
Yeah.
I gotta go
So
to the funeral, guys.
Depressed now.
Did you watch Robin Big, Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude.
What other? What was the show before or after Robin Big that he was also on? Because wasn't he on for like a little bit on?
Didn't they both have their own show at shows at some point?
I think so. If I remember right, Rob. I don't know if I can say his last name. Skateboard
remember
company
it.
owner.
Yeah. Skate Rob, owner.
Skate Rob and Big B got into a big beef.
Yeah.
And apparently,
Creative differences.
yeah, or something like that. So that's
Yeah.
why they ended that TV show. But I
Wait a
liked
minute.
him.
What, was it like the East Coast, West Coast rap
no.
thing?
It-
Did
no,
they
no.
shoot each other or something?
No.
Like
It
when
wasn't-
Biggie Smalls died?
First off, none of them are hood enough to be Biggie or Tupac. Well, maybe Big Black is. I mean,
Tupac's
Big B.
not dead.
No.
Nope.
Okay, where's Tupac then, John? If you have,
Elvis,
do you know?
Tupac, and Eazy are all hanging out together.
What about Richie Valens? Did
Oh.
Richie Valens really die
Oh, no,
in that plane
he's
crash?
dead. He's
They're
dead.
hanging out
No,
at
no,
Jimmy
not-
Hoffa's house right now. So
You're right, but no,
Yeah.
Richie Valens died of a meth overdose about 3 years ago, hanging out with all those guys.
Oh, okay. Were they
Stupid
hanging out in
Richie.
like the back of Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville Casino in Las Vegas?
Fuck Jimmy Buffett. No, Buffett
You don't like
wasn't
Jimmy
around.
Buffett? I don't like Jimmy Buffett either.
I don't know
So
what
why?
the hell
So
we're
what did
talking
he?
about.
Chris, did you see what he died from? I mean, was it like a heart attack? No, it's,
Thanks for keeping us on track.
diabetes. They have that old diabetes. He's a big guy,
Oh,
so I
yeah,
mean,
no,
like,
he's huge.
that's kind of just what I assume is a little
Doctor
heart
said I got
valves
the
just
diabetes.
plugged with donuts or whatever,
Yeah, yeah.
ribs,
So
whatever
much
it was.
plaque. More plaque in his heart than he's got in his
I mean, is it
teeth.
too soon to joke about his death?
No,
Or-
not at all.
No.
It's never too
No.
soon to joke
Comedians.
about anything.
Yeah.
We can joke right now. In fact, when the shuttle...
Did he ever get on a skateboard himself?
Yeah.
Or was it
Yeah, no, I think that was like one of the first episodes.
they got him on there and they just
No
pushed him because he
word
couldn't
of
prop?
cause of death yet.
No? Oh, okay, they got to do that autopsy first. That's going to be a long autopsy,
What
dude.
did he choke? Yeah. What is this?
So
What
we
is
got
this part?
rotisserie chicken, roast beef, a ham.
It's going to be like a whaling ship. You're going to have 7 or 8 guys cutting them open.
A glass eye.
We should send a correspondent from the wheel.
From the Will. This just in. From the Will podcast.
On the case.
Yeah. Chris Crazy Legs Fonseca is on the case to find out why Big Black has died. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah. Something
So-
like that.
I remember 1986. Yes,
Oh, I'm
fucking
sure
old.
you do.
When the shuttle blew up, the very
Which
next
shuttle? Like the Tom Hanks shuttle?
All right.
No, not Tom Hanks.
Challenger.
The Challenger, when it exploded with Kristen McCullough, the first teacher that was supposed to go to space but didn't
Now
quite
you
make
did
it.
though.
So the very next day, there were freaking jokes like, "Why did NASA put Pepsi in their break room?
I don't know, John.
They
Why?
couldn't get 7-Up.
Ha.
There were 7 people in the shuttle."
And what color was Kristen McCullough's eyes? Blue. One blue that way, one blue.
Also, did you know that all the astronauts had dandruff?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
they found their head and shoulders on the beach.
Ah,
You know what Christy McCullough's last words were? What does this button do?
So,
dead people
And that
suck.
was
Yeah.
before the internet.
oh, was it before the internet,
In
John?
1986. Before you.
Is that? Oh yeah, no, that was like that's 7 years before me.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you? Am I considered to be a millennial? at the age of 24.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, how old are you?
25.
Oh, so
So
Millennial.
Is he-
before Classic Guy was BCG?
BCG before Closet Guy.
before. Okay. I was trying to figure that one out.
I
in my
can't
head.
believe you didn't get that.
Dude, my brain don't work too well. Okay, John. I'm not very
Ooh, I
quick
got
on
up
the
to
draw.
90% on that one.
Was
No,
it the
that was
was it the
90%?
drugs? Was it the drugs?
No, no. I got beat a lot as a child, so my brain just don't work from that.
Oh.
Yeah, and then
But
the
also
drugs
the
definitely.
drugs.
Yeah, they don't help at all. My memory is shot. Like, who are you guys?
Looking at you, I could imagine you as a little baby with that little nose ring and your horrible
I mean, you just had a little nose ring.
preteen,
It grew with me. The ring got bigger as I did.
your little preteen mustache. I wouldn't beat you.
Why? Why would
Because you drink, John.
Yeah.
That's why. You didn't.
I take you to the bars as a 6
Sit there and let me tell you about how things used to be.
Very good. Yeah, it's a paddling. Take a look at my little boy here.
That is such a huge part of my childhood. I'm gonna take
Sitting
you to
in a
the
bar
bars. Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
At 10,
Yeah. No, younger than that.
trying to play cards.
I went to bars.
Listen, kid.
No, I used to play. That's funny. I used to play cards with my dad. And when I was like,
At the bar.
No, actually, different bars. Depending on where we went, they would close, and they would have private parties. And my dad and his friends would all have me make them drinks, and then they taught me how to play poker. This is, I was 5, so I would,
What?
yeah, I was playing poker, and I was serving them drinks, and I figured out really quickly that these sons of bitches drop their cards down. They're having me serve them drinks, and I'm playing with them, so I can tell what they have in their hands. Because this was before Texas Hold'em got big.
Oh, I love
we were-
Texas Hold'em.
We were playing 5-card stud, 5-card draw, 7-card stud, 7-card Black Mariah, stuff like that. And Chris weighs in.
Nice one.
Anyway, I realized that I could take these guys' money so easily. And this one guy, Dirk, who's
Like
dead.
literally just steal, like take it.
No,
like,
no,
out
no,
of
no.
pocket? You go,
No,
like,
I could.
By cheating.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Dirk would grab my hands and go, "Hey, Johnny." He called me Johnny. I hate being called Johnny.
Johnny.
Little
So-
Johnny Archer.
Yeah, but he would grab my hands and go, "Hey, give me this much, 4 fingers of vodka, ice, and the rest water." I'd give him straight fucking vodka over ice. Fuck him. You know?
You don't water that down, especially if you want to win money.
Yeah, exactly. So by the time I was 7, I was fucking hustling these sons of bitches every weekend that I would spend the night with my dad. And I'd split it with my sister because she would help too. She wouldn't play cards, but she'd come
Was
over.
your sister 3?
My sister is 1.5 years younger than me.
Yes.
So at the time-
because you were 5.
Well, no. Once I reached 7, she was 5.5.
Oh, okay.
That's when I incorporated her because I would split the pot with her.
Older,
I was
wiser,
like, yeah. I
Yeah.
was like, all right, Monica. This is what
creating
you
a
need to do."
business.
Older, I don't know about wiser.
No, I wasn't wiser.
No.
So what would you have her do?
She would sit over by this one guy, Tim, and just basically, because Tim was the only one I couldn't read, and he would hold his cards down. And he drank beer, and he would get his own beer. So Monica would sit back there and just flash me signs. It was freaking great. And I'd split the pot with her.
Had a little 5-card Monty going over your own right there, huh? What?
Bingo. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's 3-card Monty.
Whatever.
5.
I don't know about
I'm not a
card games.
degenerate, so I don't.
Yeah, no, did you not grow up in
No, I
smoke-filled
didn't.
bars and
Sling old.
did your parents actually love you, Jay?
I mean,
I love you.
Oh
Jay.
no, yeah, that's right. You have daddy issues.
Yeah.
I have mommy
sort
issues.
of.
Okay, so let's talk
No, they
about
definitely
that.
loved me for sure. I had a relatively good childhood. Getting beat up mostly by siblings. That happened-
okay.
That happened more
Are you the
than.
youngest?
I am the second oldest. I have
How
an older
many-
Brother and
Why were your siblings, plural, beating you up then?
because my younger brother is the tag team. He's also
Yeah.
At least at this age, older or bigger than me. But
Yeah. Once
even
the-
when he was little, he would sort of. I don't know. I got teamed up on sometimes. And
like once the older brother starts picking on someone, and then the
he
younger
recruits
brother
others.
yeah
to help.
the younger brother's like, oh, he's got it under control, I can go ahead and go fuck him up too, and then the middle child's singled out. That happened to me, except both of mine were older and much stronger.
See, here's the thing for me right now. Look into the camera over here.
Mhm.
We're right up there on that.
On
See
the
that big
cardboard
box. Look at it while I look at this. He's handsome.
John, why are you so obsessed with how handsome?
He's trying to
Jake
fuck
is?
me.
Yeah, no, he must be
And-
something.
So you can hold that over your brother. I bet. I bet you look way better than he does.
I mean, he's pretty handsome and successful and has a
Doesn't have a
good
lisp.
life. And I do know. I keep hearing myself, and it's getting worse. It's getting worse over time.
It has progressively gotten worse since we started. I've
Well,
noticed
I think
that.
that's the. I think I start to whistle a little bit as I drink.
Oh, okay.
Like an old trick.
You become
pony.
a whistling Dixie. Yeah.
Why are you whistling, Jay? Hey, Jay, you want to?
I'm just waiting for you to hit that high note that the gopher
Yeah.
does in Winnie the Pooh. Yeah.
Hey, Jay, well, why don't you bend over and pick up my newspaper?
See, I feel like Chris Griffin when I'm around you, John. That's why.
No, here's the deal.
I feel like the dog.
I'm a
That dog has seen some shit.
I'm a Hottie alumni. I can't attend the events. I still get the newsletter. But when I
Wait,
was
why
thin-
can't you? Wait, hold up. Why
'Cause I'm
can't
fat
you
now.
attend? Oh,
That's
so
why
you're
I
no
just-
longer
I
a part
only
of
get,
the...
I only get the newsletters. But even when I was, at my hottest, I was an 8.9, maybe 9.1. But I didn't have that smile.
There you go, throwing those numbers
That's the
around
thing.
very loosely, John.
You've got the smile. I
You threw them
appreciate
around
it.
loosely, but they were very specific numbers.
Here's the deal.
Extremely specific.
Here's the deal. I can recognize hot, and I'm very secure in my masculinity. I mean, right now, I'll prove it to
You
you.
can't even say masculinity.
Yeah, no, you said it completely wrong.
Masculinity?
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
What did I say? Oh, it's the topic.
You said mescaline earlier.
masculinity.
Mescaline and ether.
I'm a mother. Do you get me?
Masculinity.
Mescaline and ether. Yeah.
And no, all I'm saying is, hot recognizes hot, and you're in.
Oh, so this is what this is so that John can ultimately say that I'm still attractive. Love me.
Attractive
Right, that's
at
what this-
25. Yeah, no, at some point. Okay, so like when you were at your hottest, was that the time when like, your skin didn't fit over your skeleton very well?
It was taut. Yes.
It was what? It was taught? Somebody taught you how to be that deformed?
Am I
It
saying-
means
I
it means
said
not
right.
it means not loose. It means like stretched. Like
okay.
Like a drum head.
Ugh. That's gross. Your Bazinga t-shirt's even grosser.
heard the other day somebody was telling someone else that they played the drums and the other guy was like, "Oh, you play the skins, huh?" And I was like, "What?" That's a little weird.
They don't make those out of skins anymore,
I
bro.
mean, they used to be.
Yeah.
So
Back in
real
the
good on the
1800s.
skins, man.
Maybe the placenta of your like child who died after 1 month.
That's what Scientologist band drum sets are made out of. Is entirely placenta. Yeah.
Ugh.
What does that sound like?
That, yeah, sure.
Jesus.
Oh.
However, Tom Cruise wants them to sound. That's how they sound.
What color are your eyes, Jay?
They're sort of a gray. They're sort of, and they
Just say blue.
they
you
definitely
bastard.
change depending on. They're sort of a greenish, bluish. They're silver. They're whatever. Whatever.
Mesmerizing.
What do you think they are?
Your eyes don't actually change color. It's the way the light's reflected off of them. So they
Whatever.
stay the same color either way. No, because I
Whatever. They're
get
still
it.
spectacular. So
Mine are hazel,
Shit brown.
but I got green in them. No. Mine's not shit brown. Mine's like
Looks like
3
somebody
steps down
dropped
from shit
broccoli
brown.
on dog crap is what you're saying.
Yeah, but it's like more sparkly.
it's like after it's been the dog shit's been sun bleached a little bit. Like it's not turned
Yeah.
white, but it's like starting to change color.
Yep.
That's your eye color.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, like the turd tans really well, and then the grass kind of grows over it and it grows together, and so you got that little sparkly green in it from the honeydew of the morning,
Ah.
and then they just decided to make that my eye color was shit honeydew
They,
green.
the people,
Yeah, the people.
that made
They all
them.
got together. No, wait.
The one's in control of the test tube.
This is an old joke, but I love it. What do women and dog poop have in common?
Gustafson.
The older they get, the easier they are to pick up.
John,
It's a stupid joke.
I feel like I should register for the sex offender list just by being associated with you sometimes.
What was the dog? I
My
had a
sex
dog
is
poop
not offensive.
joke
Ask
too.
anyone I've
What was
read.
it?
I
Dog
did.
poop. What's the difference between dog poop and a black guy?
I don't know what
No.
is the difference
No.
between dog
Eventually, the poop will turn white.
poop.
Yeah.
No.
Something like that.
No,
What is that called? Like
I don't-
vertigo?
No.
Vertigo?
Doesn't like my poop joke.
You should have
I
said
liked your
Michael
poop joke.
Jackson.
It was fine. It's a joke. It's not a very good
Michael
joke.
Jackson started to look like an older white woman towards the end there.
Oh God,
Like,
yeah. No.
Jesus.
With that See, I'm trying to compare him.
Condition. I have a skin condition. Skin condition.
Skin-
Tell me. Wait, what did he name his kid?
Blanket. Blanket.
Blanket.
No,
covered
he has
himself with
he has
it.
Prince, Paris, and Blanket's only from the SP
It's like the only
episode.
awesome name I've heard in a while is like Baron Trump. That's pretty good. It's like
Baron
I
Trump?
feel like it's like name his kid Baron. It's like I was thinking about like Sultan or something like that, but Sultan. That seems too
Is it-
douchey, so I'm gonna name you Baron.
Isn't Baron like when you can't have kids?
No, not Baron. Baron.
Oh, like Baron?
Like the robber barons.
Or like a baron of an estate.
A closet guy. I feel like you
Or-
don't know the second meaning of certain of some words.
Yeah, no,
I feel like they're totally. It's like you're completely not aware of this of this other.
I'm not. That's why I ask questions. Okay, so like,
Are you talking? Wait, it's like 3 different times.
We need the schoolhouse rock.
That's how I learned about Bills. It was Schoolhouse Rock for
We
sure.
need- we
That
need-
should appeal to me so easily.
Schoolhouse Rock AP edition.
um,
Not advanced placement.
yeah, no, I'm
Autistic
real
person.
forgetful of things. I'm not. Well, I am dumb.
Did well in school, did ya?
No, you know what?
I went to a Hick school, dude. It wasn't very hard to pass.
Are you one of those that was like, I was valedictorian of my class of
Oh
12?
God, no.
One of those things.
No, I didn't do shit because I would have done very well in high school if I would have remembered to do my homework. But as soon as I got out of high school, or as soon as I got like left class, whatever, the bell rang.
Straight to that crack pipe, huh?
Yeah, no, immediately to that crack pipe, which was my mom's backhand. So it's always good. Thanks for reminding me of that, Jay.
Hey,
Thanks for
Darren.
reminding me of why I drink and do drugs.
Darren,
What?
The fact that you think or know that you're dumb means that you're not as dumb as you think.
Oh no, I know.
So
Don't tell
I just can't
that.
remember shit. My memory.
There's something you do have a no. Seriously, I've met many people that don't have a spark. Have you ever talked to somebody and you look into their eyes and there's no flicker there?
Yeah, Jay
Oh,
Frazier.
yeah.
He's got a flicker.
It's because I'm
With that
2,000 years old.
smile.
It just wears off.
My
It's been this
sparkle ran
beautiful
out.
forever.
No, I'm telling you, everybody in this room
Like
has
the
got a
vampire
flicker.
Lestat.
But
Should I check your fuse?
Where would you change the fuse from? No, never mind. I don't want to know. I just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
in the butt. So no, like
I've never
I'm
come
not
harder,
gonna,
John.
I'm not going to mention Richard Gustafson by name, but
But let's
when you
do it
talk
anyways.
to him, there's no light behind those eyes.
There's like shark eyes.
Bingo.
Yeah.
There's just, I mean, he's got stuff that he could talk about, but he doesn't. Anyway, we're gonna move on.
Do the glasses hide it?
He doesn't wear glasses.
Yeah, see, I feel like that whole area is just blurry to me. Is that what it is? That's what it is.
See,
Okay.
my issue is like last time that we did the podcast. We did the podcast for like almost 2 hours last time, right?
Mhm.
I get so emotionally drained from talking with people that afterwards I can't do it. I have such a hard time doing it. Like I wanted to do way better on stage last time that we were here, but I was not feeling it. During the podcast, totally vibing,
Yeah,
totally
you were
like
excited about your
yeah, no, I totally
your
was.
set.
As soon as we got done doing the podcast, so drained, so emotionally drained that I just didn't muster up the energy to like want to do jokes.
You want
Comedians need to have endless energy to talk about themselves.
Oh my
so maybe
God.
maybe
Yeah,
this
maybe.
isn't.
Yeah, no, you're our guest. Why aren't we talking about you and
I don't
your
know.
problems? Because I need something to make fun of you for when I'm drunk.
Are you to like in a few minutes or
I'm nursing
later
this
on
one,
the
Jay.
to make fun of you for later on the podcast?
Yeah, no,
What do you want to know?
I don't know. Let's see. Oh God. Yeah, don't be vanilla. That's one thing you can't do on this podcast. You can't be vanilla.
I
Take a
fucking
hard
hate
stance.
vanilla. So
I love vanilla.
vanilla
so
sucks
good.
ass. Dude, it's so
No,
gross.
vanilla-
Well, what's your
good,
favorite
and
ice
then
cream
you
then?
add
What is your
caramel
favorite
down.
flavor
Or
of
butterscotch.
frozen treats?
Of frozen treats.
Yeah, like what do you like? Do you like that Ben and Jerry's?
It'd probably
or do
be
you
like
drier
it's
shit?
some sort of something with like cookies and shit mixed in it. You
Like
know what
a
I'm saying?
cookies and cream or
Yeah,
like
something
cookie
like
dough?
that. Or cookie dough.
Cookie
might be
dough's
it.
good.
Yeah, that might be the one.
Cookie dough and fudge.
My favorite frozen treat is Disney.
Disney. Oh my god.
Oh, nice.
Would you lick the genius like an icicle, like a Disney-sicle?
Oh, yeah.
You just
Yeah.
I've avoided this film. I haven't seen it.
which one?
Frozen. I never.
Oh,
I
I've
just
never. I
I
haven't
just
seen
didn't.
Frozen. Oh, is that the joke? I was thinking
Bingo.
of Disney's head being frozen. And
See?
then
Oh, how many
that's
times?
another one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another.
That's what
You're
I
so
thought of.
deep.
Nice.
Damn.
See, I guess some pop like I knew who Archie Bunker was. Yeah, yeah, millennial my ass. Arr, arr, arr.
You definitely are though.
Yeah, no,
so.
it's for sure.
Arsenio.
Like, I hate it. I hate it when kids my age are like, yeah, I'm a '90s kid, and it's like, no, you're not. Like, you may have been born in the '90s, but you don't remember shit up until 2000. Like,
Yeah.
it just, yeah, like 2000s on up is when my childhood started.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's considered millennials, but I can't stand a lot of like social medias and technology. Like, I barely have a Facebook. I was on it today just posting music, and then I barely check my Tumblr, and then after that, it's like it's all chatterbait for me.
You have a Tumblr?
Yeah, I do.
Whoa.
I like my Tumblr. Like, Tumblr's my favorite social media. I fucking hate
Where
Twitter.
is Tumblr?
Tumblr.
What?
So like, do you know what
Oh.
Instagram, right? That's the other picture one. Yeah,
Right.
Instagram. Do you know what Instagram is?
Right.
Yeah, so it's like Instagram's like a cooler, or no, Tumblr's like a cooler Instagram.
Oh,
Tumblr
In
was
my
before
opinion.
Instagram.
Yeah, no, it definitely. Yeah, no, it's an older thing for sure.
Stumble upon.
What about you, Jay? What's your
Remember
favorite social media device?
Grindr?
Grinder, yeah. Tinder, yeah, it's definitely probably my favorite.
Tinder.
Yeah, I like to browse through disgusting people that
Have you tried
wanna-
Chatterbait?
Chatterbait.
Yeah.
Is that another one of the things?
No, so like, all right, so basically what Chatterbait is like it's a webcam based website. So it's like what's that? Chat roulette.
Chat roulette.
Yeah, it's like Chat roulette, except it gives you a whole
I
page.
saw a dick on that thing once and I was done.
No, check it out, right? So like it gives you a whole page and it shows you what each person's doing on their webcam. And you can just click on the webcam and watch these people just do like absolutely disgusting things to themselves. And they're like on it for hours. Absolutely.
I feel like I'd want to
hours.
set that up with like some sort of meat particles and just be like,
Oh, yeah,
act like
no,
I'm
no,
stuffing a
definitely.
body down the drain or something and just have that be filmed.
I no
like,
longer-
smile at the camera occasionally. You like this shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I no
killed
longer
this
watch
guy.
Chatterbait to masturbate. I just watch to see how sad other people are and what they'll do.
Wow,
for
they're
money.
masturbating?
Yeah, no. Well, not they don't always masturbate. They wait for you to tip, and then they'll stick the gigantic thing up their ass. It goes through Bitcoin.
Are you eunuch?
Am I
I feel
eunuch?
like that's kind of I just yeah. Do you I feel like
I've heard the term, but I don't know what the term means. What does it mean?
Nutless.
yeah.
Your testicles have been
like
removed.
Oh god, what?
I feel like something really happened to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just get
Jake,
that feeling.
That's why I'm fucked up. Lots of things really happened to
Something-
me.
But like ball wise, you know what I mean?
Where are your
Ball-wise?
testicles? Are
No,
they attached
like
to you?
sexually,
In a
not.
jar. They're in a jar at home. Obviously.
And not not like, you know, fictitiously like my wife has mine. I'm talking about yours physically. Where are they? Can you show us
Mine
your
are under
balls?
mine are under my dick. That's for sure. I mean, they just flap around in the wind whenever I please.
But
But I mean,
you walk around. You're like Richard Flappin, just walking around without shorts out in the wind.
I mean, if we're gonna get into my ball sack, my first sexual experience was having a dog lick peanut butter off my balls. So that could also.
Did you come?
No, I was way too young to come. It was on a
Did the
dare.
dog come?
She might have. I don't know. There were wet spots and blood all over the house for like the next week. It might have been the peanut butter though, because I doubt it was my like tiny fucking
Did you-
7-year-old balls.
You fed her chunky peanut butter with shards of glass.
Yeah, no, dude, I found a peanut butter like in my taint like a week later. Had a
You
peanut.
found a peanut butter?
I mean, I found a
Found
peanut.
a jar of peanut butter.
That Peter Pan
Oh, a
peanut
peanut.
butter. Yeah,
A single peanut. Okay.
a tiny one. That one that she missed.
Speaking of Peter Pan, did you guys hear about that new porno that they're filming in California?
Wow, you still
With,
watch porn that they film professionally?
Yeah, it's
You must be an adult because you pay for your porn.
yeah, I do. starring Stinkerbell and Peter Can,
Ugh.
Oh my god.
with featuring Crocodile. She's a black lady with a big crotch.
And an even bigger clitoris.
Oh yeah, it's like this long and this big around.
Some might say a dick. But
You'll know this more than I think anyone else here.
Oh no, Jay, on
two-
the spot.
2 videos that went around on the internet around the time that we were probably like 13, 14 was, do you remember the stripper who had the dude shove his head up her vagina? And then do you remember meatspin.com?
I do remember Meatspin, kind of, and I heard about that video, but
Yeah.
I don't think I ever actually saw it.
You never actually saw
Nuh-uh.
it? Okay, so this is like before they were
Meat
taking
Spin is
videos.
Lemon Party, right?
No, what's
Same
lemon?
thing?
What the fuck is lemon party?
There's a dick spinning around.
Yeah.
It's
Also
actually,
lemon party?
Lemon Party.
How
is-
many spins did you sit through, John?
I saw it and turned it off.
Oh,
but
I'm
actually, the guy, there's 2 guys. One guy's getting it in the ass. And
Do
then
they
the
do
other
like
one,
reverse
it's spinning?
Oh yeah, no. See, I don't know about that one.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
no,
Lemon
see-
Party. It takes Meat Spin to a whole nother level. And my son, when he was like 12, 13, he got trolled. And when we were watching The Simpsons and they mentioned Lemon Party, and I just saw the countenance on his face change. And I go,
just instantly.
instantly, and I paused it and I looked at him and go, "You all right?" He goes, "I'm fine." I'm like, "You didn't, did you? Did you go to lemonparty.org?" And he just looked at me and was like, "I did too."
I'm in that same boat. son.
We both were traumatized by that shit.
I feel like I want to bring up Mr. Hands right now.
That's been brought
Mr.
up
Hands
before.
means it already has.
What exactly? No. You can talk because I forgot what Mr. Hands was.
Mr. Hands is a gentleman
Gentleman?
that gets fucked to death by a horse.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's real rough. It's real.
Ooh.
It's a throbber, buddy. I mean,
Yeah,
it's.
Well, any horse dick's gonna be a throbber. Like that's no doubt.
I don't know. I just
Goatsee's
traumatized.
Goatsee's the only one that could have handled that dick, that horse
Goatsy?
dick. Do you know anything about Goatsy?
I vaguely.
I don't know.
Rings a bell to me, but I don't remember.
I just
Basically,
like watch Russian beheadings and like the few like 2 Girls 1 Cup BME Pain Olympics.
Yeah, 2 girls, 1 cup. Oh god. But no, Goatsy is basically this one guy. Just he expands his asshole about the size of a cantaloupe, and you can see his fingers in it.
Oh my god.
And there are video games with portals where there's a hole, and you see it looks like 3 or 4 fingers holding, and then people will post it and go, "Goatsy was here." And
Goatsy was here.
shit like that. It just
How
it's
does one
so-
stretch their asshole that far?
Time.
A lot
Yeah,
of
it's,
time
just,
and
it's like
patience.
that whatever that culture where the ladies stretch their neck
Bingo.
really long with the things, or like the people that have the
Gauges.
fucking
Yeah, the
the
huge
gauge earrings,
like the 2 foot like
that you're
lip that's
definitely
sticking
not
out.
gonna regret later.
Yeah, no, right? Get that shit caught on anything.
First, you start with a straw, and you work your way up to this nozzle here.
I have a piece
and
of
then
rubber.
Eventually, like a 2-liter bottle.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do it. I have a piece of rubber still stuck in my ear from when I tried to gauge my ears. Because like when you start out, it starts out with the like tapers, so it's like the little spike that you shove through, and they have the 2 little like rubber pieces on each end. Well, I fell asleep with them in one night. Well, more or less, I passed out with it one night.
I did a bunch of heroin and then I fell asleep.
No, this was before the heroin. This was when I was a drinker, which I'm becoming soon again. Yes. Yeah, so I fell asleep and the rubber piece like got stuck in my ear, and it was still such a fresh hole that it like started to close up. So now I got a fucking rubber piece stuck in my ear and I can't stretch my ears out anymore. Not that I want to ever again. Like maybe about half an inch would be cool.
You said fresh hole and rubber in like the same sentence.
Yeah, did that get you hard, John? Did you
No,
hit the
I
table?
am flaccid as a freaking
Tastes a lot more than that.
overboiled
John needs weird
noodle.
stuff.
I'm like 3-year-old ramen right now.
Ew.
Yeah, very flaccid.
Is it 3-year-old cooked ramen? Because there's a difference, John.
Rock hard and
Three?
crunchy or-
No, it's 3-day-old cooked
Oh,
ramen.
3-day-old cooked ramen.
How many people ever say, "Oh, I've got 3-day-old ramen in a bag"?
Yeah, you never lived with
No.
Nyland.
No.
He has this thing
Was
called
that-
mystery
Was
ramen.
that
Whew.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Oh
Or
my
in-
God,
there's
dude.
some
Okay,
periods?
so
I'm not even gonna cook it. Fuck it.
So when we
chips, I have chips.
You crack yourself up.
when
Yeah.
when
I'm the Dane Cook of this group. I know what's up. Sorry.
You're way better looking. And a
No.
little bit funnier.
I don't know.
A little bit funnier than Dane Cook.
I don't think you
Hope
have
you
a
listen to
strong
this.
enough like a chin. Like
I do
you
have
don't
a
have the strong
sometimes
jaw
I
and
turn
chin.
and I feel like I've got like no chin thing.
So you got that double chin
Sometimes.
going on, like that fat boy chin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see it. I mean, other than that, like your nose is slightly crooked, your eyebrows look like they're trying to take over your face,
Yeah.
and you don't have a strong jawline. But other than that, you're fine. You're fine. I mean, your eyes are really close
Wait a minute,
together.
you're taking a shit from Snaggletooth?
Yeah, no, dude. Okay, so this tooth, right? His tooth just moved its way on up there. Like when I
heard it.
Was it where it was supposed to be at one time?
Just before a
Or-
glacier
Yeah,
breaks
no,
off in
no.
Alaska, you can hear it. Just,
it's a stupid gene that runs in my family. Like, so we all got snaggle teeth, and we all like the smell of gasoline. So, like, yeah, the genes in my family are
Right.
not very strong. It's all a meth-fueled sex lab of just pure hatred.
Just from
and cum.
birth, you just like gasoline would be just in your living room for whatever reason. You guys would all be like, "I love this."
Yeah,
like,
no,
what?
dude. I was born to a woman who constantly drank and did crystal meth. That's how I was born. It
So there was just gasoline, like
no,
in your house.
Yeah, pretty much.
sometimes.
No, actually, it was leaded gasoline too. It couldn't even get to the point of
she got it
unleaded.
from like the 70s, and she's had it sitting around. I'm just saying, leaded gasoline is no
Leaded-
longer
yeah.
produced.
Along with that leaded paint. Ugh.
Oh, you can get that from China right now.
Oh yeah, and the little
that
God.
good paint.
The good
That
You
China
can still
paint.
get that good paint from China.
Have you guys ever seen
That paint keeps the commies out. That's why
Oh
we
my
did
God.
that. That's why I think asbestos, all that stuff was to keep the commies out.
No. It's what the communists are using to take us from the inside.
John knows a lot about being taken from
Yeah.
the inside. So
Have you guys ever actually come across somebody who huffs paint, like to the
I
spray
have,
paint cans?
but I missed her. Most of it's shot onto the pillow.
that seems like something you would have dabbled with.
No.
Never.
I never huffed like duster or like paint or anything like that.
The
But like,
whippets.
nope, never did whippets.
I did a whippet.
Did you?
I have, yeah.
I feel like they're not
Weird.
very fun.
It is
or
weird,
worth
and
it.
it's short-lived.
It's short-lived. You just feel like your head's a balloon or something for a minute,
Mhm.
and then you're back and you're like, "That was
So
okay."
So it's like
When
crack.
I worked at a
pretty
Caro's,
much
which
like
is like Denny's, but they're basically in California.
Caro's?
Caro's. Just okay. I worked at Denny's. How about that? And
It's better if you say Denny's.
We used to go into the cooler and grab the whipped cream and do whippets all the time. And then when they needed the whipped cream, it wouldn't work. It'd be a full can of whipped cream, but we had huffed it all. Yeah. High
Huff
school
and
was
cream.
good. Huff and cream. Yeah, that sounds like something that they do in San Francisco.
Huff cream, man.
I'm a cream huffer,
Huffer.
and I like bears.
That's a good band name. Good grunge.
Cream Huffer.
Cream Huffer. You go see Cream Huffer live in concert.
And then their lead singer would be like, "Everybody, hi, how you
Welcome to the
doing?
show.
Do you like rainbows? We're gonna sing about them."
Yeah.
Uh-oh. So just keep it going. 'Cause they're-
Keep a thing going.
Yeah.
Do
Do-do-do.
podcasting.
Hold on. I got
Bop bop.
a question for Chris.
Bop bop. Okay.
I don't know. Well, you're not Chris. I don't know how into sports are you?
I mean,
vaguely.
sure.
Okay.
I know about a sport.
That's who
Which
you look-
one?
Tom Brady is who you look like.
Tom Brady.
No, I'm sorry. Anyway,
That's
go
gross.
on.
Tom motherfucking Brady.
Which sport do you know most about?
Probably American football,
Okay.
but
Curling.
but the other ones.
Who's
too.
your team?
Man.
do you have one at least?
No. I mean,
You
I
don't really
do
do-
like to support the Patriots because I like to make people mad. So, but it's really not. See, like, are you a little bit mad right now?
No.
This is why.
No.
That's 100% the reason why. There's like a couple other douchebags that I know that also like the Patriots, and I get to give them nuts and act
Yeah.
like it's we bond over that. But then mostly I just like the majority of the Super Bowl party that's like, fuck you.
Oh no. Okay.
When they came back, I was like, so many people are butthurt right now.
Ugh. Okay, so I hate the Patriots for one specific reason: the fact that they're so fucking good. Like they are.
Well, that was always when I was younger. I was more into talking about the fact that I like them, and people would be like, "Oh, the only reason you support them is because they're good." Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like
I don't want to
child.
like a bad team,
Right?
Like, why is it? Yes, I like it when my team wins.
See, I grew up in...
Keep rooting for the Browns. Enjoy it. I'm sure it's a lot of fun at your Super Bowl parties.
Right.
You fuck. Like,
Yeah, dog pound.
I grew up in the Elway era of the Broncos. So when I was younger, we won back-to-back Super Bowls. And I was like, oh, yeah, fuck yeah, the Broncos.
No, when you were younger, they lost a lot.
Oh, yeah,
And
no,
then
dude.
they
Okay,
won,
so
too.
not only do we have the...
what's the thing about the Patriots, too, is like they sucked. Like
did.
Until they
it's
got-
not like they've always been good.
No. They had a good quarterback at some point, and then they sucked for a while, and then
Bledsoe.
they got Brady. Who was it?
Bledsoe.
Drew
yeah,
Bledsoe.
Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah, that's who it is.
But they never won with him.
How many years was he there? I don't even remember.
I don't remember, but I liked Bledsoe. There was something about him, but
Played for the
he got
Cowboys,
injured,
too,
and then
and a couple
freaking
other-
Brady took him to won the first Super Bowl because Bledsoe got hurt.
Yeah.
And could you imagine how that would suck?
Actually, Tony Eason took the Patriots to a Super Bowl.
Tony Eason.
Yeah.
No. I'm talking about when they won their first one.
Oh, when
Yeah, you're
they
right.
won.
Yeah, when they won. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Against the Rams?
Yeah.
They went to a Super Bowl under.
No,
Bledsoe. No. Yes.
Eason, yeah.
No,
Didn't
the
win.
first time they won was
Brady, yeah.
what was that?
With Brady.
Yeah, but who'd they beat?
It was the Rams.
Yeah.
Well, okay, it was the Rams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that game.
I'm a Niners fan, not a Patriots fan, but I like Brady because he grew up in the Bay Area, and
Well, he actually wanted to be a Niner. I mean, that's
he
really
did.
what he wanted was to be a
and
49er.
The
I
thing
think he was
is,
a little pissed off that he didn't get picked
he
up.
was at first, but if he would have been drafted by the Niners, he wouldn't have been the quarterback he was. He would have
no.
been crushed.
No.
Yeah.
Their
no.
offensive line was terrible. He would be a footnote in history. He'd be Flutie, but
Oh, okay. So
But
yeah, no.
yeah.
The reason why I asked about sports is because I don't know if you guys pay attention. I've been paying attention a little bit, but the basketball playoffs are going on right
Yeah.
now, and
Boston's like good now.
Warriors.
huh?
Boston is good.
Like the
Are they-
Celtics?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Are the Celtics still in it?
Are they
Chris?
Yes.
out?
Yeah. They just beat the Celtics. Just beat
Washington, right?
Well, that's seriously.
Oh no, that's right.
Not Golden State.
No, they're playing
Yeah.
Washington. You're right. It's still going because the only two teams that have advanced to the finals in their conference is Cleveland and the Warriors, and they're probably going to meet again.
The NBA is really yearly for me.
Maybe.
Some years I'm super into it from
Yeah.
like throughout it. Some years I just don't. It just doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's kind of the
click for
same.
you.
It just feels. I don't know. I don't know why. It just some years I'm into it and some years I'm not.
That's how I am.
So I just kind of haven't paid attention this year.
I'm a Nuggets fan, so like we don't make it to the playoffs every single year. So like,
I mean, it's
if-
kind of like the same four teams.
yeah.
I mean, you could say that about any sport. It's
Yeah.
like this is the
I
same
know.
few teams that
I-
are
I'm
usually winning, but
I'm so used to Colorado teams like disappointing me that it's fine now. But if what do you call it? If I'm gonna watch the playoffs and stuff like that, which normally I do, because a lot of people like to talk about them, like to have something universal about myself to talk about with people, because there's always going to be somebody at a bar or whatever it may be that's gonna want to talk about something or another.
Sorry,
Yeah,
we're going to have to take. You do not get small items anymore.
oh,
So
Are
put
you-
your penis away.
Are you one of those? Are you one of those fidgety people like me who like you constantly play with something or you fidget with
yeah.
something?
It seems like I do a lot of
Here, dude,
uppers, but I really don't.
Take the fucking cap off and on of this.
Just-
Just
Well, that's kind of what
do
I
it
was doing with
quietly.
this, but this requires twisting, and that's where I'm getting. Oh, see, so many people violating rules right now.
Just do it quietly,
I'm
please.
doing the tap. Like, all right, if you get to be on your phone, then I get to do this the whole fucking time. How's that? No, I'm just kidding.
That
I'm gonna
sounds
take the-
fantastic.
I'm
to
gonna
me.
take the pin.
It sounds
off, the
almost
cap
as
off
good
and
as
all that.
people eating in the microphone. Oh,
That's what
yeah.
I hated about those Carl's Jr.'s commercials where they'd have the hot chick biting into a big old. I mean, the burger looked great, she looked great, but as soon as you put them together and she bites into it, and then all this crap drips down on her bosom.
They make you hard.
I mean, it's still kind of hot, but it was just so gross.
I'm sure.
That part,
I'm sure
it was
somebody's
like-
loving that right now.
that was horrible.
It's hard. It's hard to be being recorded so often, and you have to find some time to eat. Like I
Yeah.
jumped from the Periscope to the Facebook Live to the now I'm podcasting.
Periscope.
And I don't use any of that shit.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say
Some
No.
of this shit goes a little bit too far. Like I actually after this past Super Bowl and the Patriots won, I was so drunk and had been talking such shit via text. All these people that hate the Patriots bombarding me with fuck you, you're losing, it's over, you piece of shit, fuck the Patriots. And then the comeback started to happen, and my drinking didn't stop.
No.
So I was getting more and more fueled up and hyped up, and finally they won, and I lost it, and I went on Facebook Live. Douchebag.
Nice.
Like
Nice.
I had, for so long, I'd held out
Yeah.
judging other people that do that, as if you're like, out of your 500 friends, a couple of them want to stop what they're doing in their day to see what you're doing right now. I need to know.
And you had
what
nothing
is
to
this-
do with the win, but you took full advantage of it.
Yeah, I was just so elated that my douchebaggery went through the roof, and I had to get on Facebook Live.
For me, because the Niners suck so bad lately.
What do you think about the whole the Kaepernick thing?
Ugh.
He's
Colin
he's an
Kaepernick.
asshole.
He's not very good.
No, he
So
was.
there's that.
He was, but when they
Wow.
lost to the Ravens, I think that twisted his mind.
What year was that?
Oh,
2012.
that was the year
So-
that Lou, not Lou Reed. Jesus.
Was that the one that was like definitely a rigged
Reed
Super Bowl
and the color
where
girls
like
singing.
was that the one in Louisiana where like the lights stopped working
Yeah.
at some
Yeah.
point?
Yeah.
Fucking weird.
And the Niners,
That was a
and you know what?
weird
I
year.
passed out during that whole time. I was drinking so much. I passed out, and then I came to, and I was like, "Holy shit, they're back in it. They're gonna win it." But when they were at the 7-yard line, 1st and goal at the 7-yard line, and they threw 4 freaking times, and Kaepernick had a shot to run it in. If he would have run it in, they would have won, and his little brain wouldn't have been broken, because the next year he was good, but he wasn't what he was before.
Yeah.
Then the year after that, he got it just worse and worse and worse. So the Patriots, the only reason I ever rooted for them was because Brady's a hometown kid. You know, we grew up in the same area. I've never met the guy, but I just rooted for them against the Seahawks, and my in-laws hated them because they beat the Broncos.
Ugh.
And
Every goddamn year.
well, almost,
Anytime the Denver
almost.
made
Sometimes.
it past
Sometimes.
wild card into the playoffs, oh, guess what? First round is against the Pats. Guess we're not making it past that.
Sometimes.
Well, they
Sometimes.
did that last time they won. Anyway, they were playing the Seahawks, and that interception on the freaking goal
Oh,
line.
God.
I was the only one in my family that was happy about it. And then the Broncos win the next year, and my father-in-law passed away shortly after that. But that was an awesome Super Bowl when the Broncos won.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me
Because-
about that.
He loved the Broncos, and just seeing him smile, he was there for the whole game. And he, prior to that, like 2 weeks prior, he started fading in and out because of all the medication and stuff, and cancer was just crushing him. But for that whole game, it was awesome. I mean, just hearing him say crap. He doesn't cuss, but there was a couple times where he was frustrated. Gadzooks.
Gadzooks.
23 skidoo. No, he just seeing him
You fall
Alive.
in love with Ned Flanders?
yeah, exactly. He did not swear. He was probably the sweetest person I've ever met, and his wife, my mother-in-law, is very sweet. I mean, 2 of the sweetest people you would ever want to meet. But it was just so much fun watching that Super Bowl with him and seeing his frustration at the beginning, and then just watching the elation as they beat the Carolina Panthers. And the Panthers were supposed to crush them, but it was all defense. You know, that was a fun Super Bowl, and I had so much fun watching it with my father-in-law.
Well, that's a nice little thing you got going on there.
Yeah, it's a good memory.
Do you have many good memories, John?
No,
Me neither.
because I have a horrible stepdad who's Sicilian.
Really? I got
Fucking Sicilians.
goddamn Sicilians from Sicily.
And he's a racist and doesn't realize that he's being Sicilian, that the Moors conquered Sicily, and that he's probably, as the Aflac duck would say, half black.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, Moors. I was like, do you mean like Shakespearean time
Moors
Moors, where
from-
Moors were black people?
No, the Moors from North Africa.
Okay.
Mary Tyler?
No,
Mary
not
Tyler
Mary
Moore.
Tyler Moors. No.
Her and Buddy Holly.
Can you imagine them being a
That's what we're
Moors?
talking about.
Yeah, the Mary Tyler Moors.
A bunch of-
attacked Italy. And they threw their hats around. And
Back
and
when
took
cloning
over.
was legal, they married.
No, but I mean, he would tell the worst jokes, and we would go to Chinese restaurants and stuff, and he would steal. He stole a freaking coat rack from a Chinese restaurant.
Why?
And because he's a dickhead. And one time, after the guy took our order, he was like, oh, do you know why Chinese have slit eyes? Oh, pretending that they jack off all the time, and that's why their eyes are the way they are.
That doesn't make much sense.
No.
Like at all.
It's just a bad joke.
It's a horrible joke.
Right.
And he's a
Racist
horrible
joke.
person. And thank God he has throat cancer right now.
Oh, cool.
But, James John Scarpace is his name, and I hope he dies soon. Anyway.
Yay, death.
Yeah.
Yay, death.
So
Yeah.
let's.
But he stole all kinds of shit from restaurants. When I took a quarter from a girl in 5th grade, I got hit 5 times a day for 5 days in a row, 1 penny for each each cent I stole. But he made me watch him make this paddle out of 3/4 inch plywood.
Ooh.
And he drilled holes in it so it'd be easier to whack
The
me.
psychological torture.
That's-
is the bigger,
yeah.
is really the
And
bigger part of it to me than the.
He's like as big as I was right now.
Yeah.
And I was like Megan's size.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
yeah.
I was a tiny kid. I didn't hit puberty till I was 17.
Yeah. No, I didn't hit it till
So-
I was like 15.
I was tiny. Oh, quit bragging. So I was just a tiny kid, and he beat the crap out of me. I mean, sometimes he would just trip me for no reason or kick me in the ass for no reason.
Wow. So your stepdad was my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes more
Those
sense.
two should
All right.
get together
Yeah.
and go to hell.
Take over.
But the one chance I had was let's say 7 Thanksgivings ago, to just beat his ass,
And you didn't?
and I didn't.
Well, of
What?
course you wouldn't. Why would you? You're the better
Because
person.
You're right.
What was that Andy Samberg movie that was like rock? So he was like he wanted to jump. He was like it was like rocket something. He like hated his dad in that
Hot
movie.
Rod.
And there was a
Hot Rod.
Hot Rod, yeah.
So you wanted to beat the shit.
I can
out-
grow a
out of him, just
mustache.
like,
I
in
did.
the one of the last scenes of that movie, beats the shit out of him.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
the
no,
best
he
scene
does.
ever.
He ultimately wins at the end.
I've never seen that movie, but I didn't because my mom, my wife, my son, my sister, family members I love were there. But the reason he got pissed off was him and my son had this little banter about throwing wine bottle corks back at each other.
Yeah.
And
How old's your son at this point?
At this point, he was 7, so this was like 10 years ago.
Okay.
Anyway, my brother, who's 7 years younger than me, was having some problems because he's just like Nyland, rapid cycling bipolar 2.
So
But-
manic depressive?
Oh, my little brother is a great kid, but he was having some problems, and my stepdad, once he gets drunk, focuses on the worst. And I had no clue that my brother was going through this shit at the time.
Yeah.
And then my
I
son...
mean, was it even diagnosed back then? Like, was it?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
We knew.
All right.
My son throws a cork at him, and then he turns around and looks at me and goes, "Do you know what's going on with your fucking brother?" Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, "Don't cuss in front of my son." And he goes, "I'll cuss your brother." I was like, "You son of a bitch." And that set him off. When I called him a son of a bitch, I'd never spoke up to my stepdad like that before.
Insulted him at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before that point.
And he was like, "Get out of my house," and this and that, and stood up. And I realized at this moment, I could punch you in the throat and you'd have cancer all over your body.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Spread
you
that
fu-
shit. Spread
I
that
mean-
shit all over the place.
But I would, my uncle.
You have a cancer punch?
I do have.
Have you ever given a
he
cancer
has,
punch?
He has throat cancer. So
Oh,
just
okay.
punching,
Yeah.
punching the throat. I have a cancer punch. You're right. I'm a superhero.
5
Scary as
fingers
fuck.
death.
I can give you cancer with my punches.
Scary as shit.
Scarier than One Punch Man.
Because every night when I go to
Stay away from
sleep,
me.
I soak my hand in cigarettes.
Go up to the comics, Johnny.
Anyway, my uncle, my mom, and my sister, and my wife pulled me back, and they weren't holding me enough that I couldn't break free.
Hold me back.
No. I
Hold
mean,
me
I
back.
could have easily broken free, but I didn't.
I'm always wearing hockey pads.
But I look back at that day and think I could have put my fist through his head.
Yeah, no, you could have, but you didn't.
And then he said, "You're never invited back to my house." I was like, "Fine.
That's-
you
yeah,
know,
that's
once
fine.
you die, I'll
Okay.
inherit it."
Yeah.
And my mom told me a couple weeks later, I'm not in the will.
Oh
but
God.
He'll die first.
Wow.
He'll die
Yeah,
first.
so that will
and she'll
change
put me-
real
she'll
right
put me
quick.
back in.
Yeah.
So he's worth quite a bit of money, and if anyone has a 22 with a scope, and
A 22.
well, 5.56, whatever you get.
Yeah, John, we'll talk later.
Probably need something a little stronger.
No,
That would just hurt.
22.
Ah, fuck! Like,
No, 22 long rifle. You can kill somebody with that.
Yeah, probably.
That's why gangsters use 22s because the
Pretty
bullet
low caliber.
it'll
Yeah, if you're
crack the
lucky for
skull.
it to ricochet
No.
into your
No,
fucking brain.
it won't go.
Yeah, that's true. I guess if it enters your skull,
Once it
it'll
goes
sorta-
in, it doesn't leave.
It'll sort of.
So they just cut the
Liquefy
head
your
off,
brain.
and you've got all
Yeah.
the forensic evidence right there in the head. Anyway, 22s are the most dangerous.
Another service provided by the wheel.
How to kill yourself and others efficiently. How to scramble a brain with the 22 bullet.
We're gonna take a commercial break right now.
Yeah, no. Once you
This is
enter
brought
a
to you
soft
by
spot.
22
Are you guys-
caliber weapons.
Sponsored by Blue Apron too, or no? Is that just not yet?
No, we're on that smart box. Yeah, we're on that smart box life right now.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Sponsored by Dyson. Who the
Or the
fuck has a
shark.
Dyson vacuum cleaner? We don't even know.
No, have you seen those
Dyson.
shark vacuums?
You know what's better than all of those? TriStar. I used to sell those door to door.
Yeah, did you also sell Kirby's, you fuck?
No.
Oh,
Kirby's suck.
dude, Kirby's are the shit.
No, they don't suck, actually. No, a TriStar.
It's a vacuum joke.
TriStar invented the cyclonic action. They're the guys.
Wait, hold on.
Another
What
punk
is?
rock band, Cyclonic Action.
Yeah,
Write it down.
right. What is cyclonic action? Because I've never heard of the word cyclonic before.
You've never heard of a cyclone or a
Oh yeah, no.
hurricane?
Oh okay. No, that's-
Tornado,
Yeah.
oh yeah. See,
You ever seen water drain? And it
the
forms-
more you know.
Yeah, is there a way that a rainbow could appear right as... Can we
I
go ahead
hope
and
so. Well,
edit the video?
I'm
or
not
is
on
this
camera,
just-
so it might have to come from your hands, Jay.
So here's the deal. They're the ones that invented the Trident missile. Not only did they make the Trident missile, but they made a freaking awesome vacuum cleaner that I still own. It was $1,300, and it was freaking awesome. I would go door to door and do these these demonstrations, and I'd have them use their vacuum cleaner over a certain area. I vacuum it as long as you want, and then I'd take mine and go with this little.
Would you?
And
I feel like
suck
you
up
would.
more dirt.
I feel like you'd go into people's houses with like a bag of chips, and you'd be like, "Let's do a demonstration." You crinkle up some chips into their
No.
carpet. You wouldn't do
No,
that.
I just use their own filth.
Just their old dirty ass house.
Their own filth would
Okay.
show up.
All right.
And it was great. So we've lost Darren. He's on his flip phone because he's so 90s.
I thought that was a rule not to have your phone.
Yeah,
you're
yeah. Let's not go ahead and mention what I'm doing, John.
Just
Just go ahead and keep the conversation
he's
going,
off
bro.
camera. That's true. He's off camera. Nobody would have known, but
Yeah, no.
we brought it
You
up.
know what? This has been one of the most fun podcasts I've been involved in.
One of the most fun.
Most fun, yeah.
Yeah?
I came twice.
Since being here,
Yeah.
is that why the room smells like disappointment?
It smells like a
It is a bit
adult
salty in here.
Spirit.
Teen Spirit. Have you guys ever been into an adult bookstore? They probably don't exist anymore thanks to the internet.
No,
Yeah,
they
actually.
do. Yeah,
They definitely still exist.
I made.
Like the one on Nevada behind the Chief's Den, or that big Indian head.
Is that by the Black Sheep?
No.
No.
Because I've had sex by the sex shop next to the Black Sheep.
Where-
What was
It's
his-
always next to another building.
What was his name?
Her name was
Larry. Larryina.
Her name. I may suck dick, John,
Daryl
but I
X.
don't suck dick that much. Okay.
Sometimes.
Yeah, no,
Sometimes.
sometimes.
Tina.
Her name was Haley. She's half Japanese, half German. Bad shit out of her
Was she
mind.
born in like 86?
Oh no, dude, she was born in '92.
No, just Haley's Comet is what
Oh,
I was going
okay.
for.
Right.
Haley. Yeah, right. So, some old chick. I'm Haley. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, Jay, you're on. Go.
You're almost out of drinky drink there, John. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, no,
Well, that might
John
back
had to share with
Does he
Closet
have-
Guy today.
Does he have his?
He got a backup?
I'm gonna back
Oh.
up.
Oh my God.
Well, hide that. Put that away. Just save that for later.
now we know about it.
It's for the
Yeah.
drive home.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Do not drink and drive. That's disgusting. It's horrible.
That's kind of why I miss being in Louisiana, because people are just so overt with their alcoholism there. You be driving down the highway and you look over and a
They
guy,
have to be.
you mean
guys just yeah.
In Louisiana, of
Guy
all
just
places.
fucking casually has like a Budweiser can in the center console, just like doesn't give a shit. Just
You know,
driving.
That's how my
It's
past
just
week
like
went.
Wait,
Yeah.
do you know the meaning of overt?
Cans. It means like
If Closet Guy didn't have
Obvious?
to ask
Like-
about it, then yes,
like-
we all know.
Overt is the opposite of obvious.
oh
Am I right?
wait, what did I How did I just fuck up this?
Overt is obvious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, overt's very
Nice.
obvious.
Yeah.
Way to try to correct me, John, you asshole. Overt means like out, like in the open,
Mm-hmm.
not hidden.
You're thinking covert.
Yeah,
I
no, you are
stand corrected.
thinking
And you know
covert.
what? I don't mind. I'm wrong.
Oh no, that's why I
I'm
asked
wrong.
It's good.
questions
It's,
too.
I
it's
don't
good
give-
of you. It's big of you, John.
No, no.
Very big of you, John Archer.
That's one thing that really ticks me off.
When people
about
can't,
my
when people just like
24-year
bury
relationship.
themselves in.
Yeah,
They're like, I'm
you're
not
right.
right. Fuck you.
Overt.
Sense, you know.
Yeah, you're right. Overt. You were very good, and I'm wrong. Thanks, Encyclopedia Sarah.
I was willing to be corrected myself because sometimes I just,
No, for
English
someone-
language I butcher it all the time.
Jay,
Awful.
who permanently put peanut butter at the roof of your mouth as a child?
I think it's I don't know who I am inside, and it's fight. There's a
Let me
couple
tell
different
You are
personalities that are fighting. That my true gender put the
Gender.
peanut butter on the roof of my mouth. That's,
All right,
the-
Peanut
so-
butter on the roof of his mouth, peanut butter on your taint.
yeah.
where's your peanut butter, John? Where's your peanut butter, Chris?
And the twain shall meet.
Chris has peanut butter in all sorts of cracks.
in his wheels.
Yeah. My will.
You know,
Single wheel.
speaking of peanut butter, I shave only one testicle.
Why? For like
Op-
contrast, just to
options.
like options. You like it smooth or rough, that kind of a thing. Okay.
Oh, that's not peanut butter related.
Yeah. So you got one bald nut bag, and then the other parts
Yeah, exactly.
full bush.
Bingo.
Do you trim the other one, or is it
Don't
like
even trim it. It's
100%
just wild.
no and 100% yeah? It's like
It looks like, like there was a nuclear test.
on one
And
side.
one ball was
One
shielded.
is the cancer patient, the other's Madonna.
There you go. One-
One's
one
a
I think
cancer
that's the
patient, the
nicest
other's
thing.
Madonna.
The nicest thing that's ever been said about one of your balls. It's like Madonna.
Well, you can either go Madonna or Chernobyl, and I feel like
But it
your
has
left
been
ball would be
touched.
Chernobyl.
That's the only difference.
You're right.
Yeah, no, definitely.
You're right.
The left ball doesn't get as much attention as
There
the
is
right.
no hair on my left nut.
Ugh, that's really fucking gross.
I pluck it daily. It hurts, but I figure
Beauty is pain, John.
Genital hair
beauty
is
is
going away. It's kind of
There
like
was something
been gone
I
for a
wanted
long
to
time.
ask you, Jay Frazier.
That's why watching
What's up?
70s porn is so disturbing. It's like
they're like having fun and they like it,
But-
and
but
they're
the-
hairy.
the
Like, that's
amount
pretty
of
much
hair.
the difference. Like
I mean,
it
you
seemed like
can-
they actually enjoyed it back in
You can
those
hear-
older tapes that I saw when I was younger. It seemed like they're really digging having this sex, and now the woman has to be like in pain. And I'm not saying I don't like that.
But
For,
you can
for the woman
hear-
to be like totally uncomfortable and
you-
not
you-
enjoying it at
you
all.
don't
you
like
can
it
hear
when she
howler
cries?
monkeys from
I love it actually.
Yeah, no,
when
I
the
do.
Makeup
70s
browning and all
ladies
that stuff, but
when
Makes
the
me feel better
70s
about me.
ladies spread, you can hear howler monkeys.
that's a great howler monkey.
I mean, it's just freaking crazy.
How long did it take you to be able to do a howler monkey? Did you listen to
I was
tapes?
born with that
Oh,
ability.
okay.
That's how I came out.
Screaming like
sorry.
that.
John,
Mm.
anything that
It's another monkey joke.
Sarah's
Yeah.
got something funny. Come on.
I said it's in your family tree.
Ha.
Monkeys.
swinging from branch to branch
The
in a circle.
Evolutionary.
Look at these. See?
I know. John has this
It's
weird.
built for
This
for monkey
it
swinging.
looks like a beating heart inside of his forearms, and it makes me very uncomfortable.
Do you not have forearms like
What
that,
about
bro?
that?
No, I don't. Yeah, it doesn't.
What about that
Nobody
Oh, and he has a
does.
muscle in his hand that no one else has.
You
Yeah.
discovered a new
Do
muscle,
you have
John.
that one?
That's not a thing. No,
It is.
It's not a
It's
thing.
a thing.
No.
It's muscles.
Nope.
I'm like, you want to see my calves? What?
It's like 20% of the people have an extra tendon in their wrist.
For real?
Yeah, and
Your hand jobs must be amazing.
if I did them, they would be, but
No, where's
Not
the
into
extra tendon
handies?
go? I'm sorry.
well, it's just it's just in there, But sometimes they
No, I
can
don't
be
know.
taken out, in surgeries to be used as a replacement vessel or something. I don't know.
Sarah.
So-
you can put that tendon in your ear,
So
Yes.
so you can be like a dog or a cat.
If you don't mind me asking,
Oh no!
I don't
Oh
know.
no! Say
What?
you mind?
what is your, I guess, sexual preference, because I don't pick up a vibe from you either which way. It could go either way for me. Like
Both,
It does go either way.
right?
Yeah, I guess I would have to be ambisexual.
Ambisexual. I like that. That sounds fun.
yeah, no, definitely.
Do you do it in an ambulance?
With the siren on.
Ambisexual.
She sexually assaults people as she picks them up as an EMT.
No, what's funny is Sarah's got a great joke.
I have you captive, so
If we could all be quiet, let Sarah
You're one
He's
to
coughing.
talk about being quiet, John.
just die, Chris. Just die, so Sarah can tell.
Put
her
your hands
joke.
up, John or Chris. One of you is choking. I can never tell.
Oh, that was awesome.
Thanks. I didn't mean for it to be.
So which joke is it?
Be ambidextrous.
Oh yeah, on one hand I'm like ambidextrous, but on the other hand I'm not.
you should definitely work in your sexuality to that bit. I think that.
But really, what is your take on sexual opinion? Because a sexual opinion on somebody definitely defines who. Well, not only defines who they are, but it is a big personality trait of the type of person that they are. Are you just fairly open to whatever you like,
Let her
or
speak.
whatever feels good? Okay, yeah.
I'm kind of opportunistic.
I'm an opportunist.
A sexual
Opportunistic,
vulture.
Yeah. Although, like for the past few years, I've been pretty much not active. But, I've had really important relationships with women as well as with men.
Closet guy and
I've been married and I have children, but I've also, been in a couple of female relationships that lasted a few years each. So I'm all over the
He's
place.
picking up what
Yeah.
you're laying down. Closet guy and okay, anyway.
She's licking up what
Yeah,
you're
no.
laying.
Closet Guy and Sarah very much so have the same sexuality trait, I guess, as it would
You guys
be.
seem like you could get together and bang together whatever parts you got. And that seems like it'd be a great time.
Whatever you can stick into whatever hole is
I
going to
would,
be
I would
fun.
feel really bad for Sarah if you got her pregnant.
The wheel.
No,
after
no,
hours.
no, that's
No, that'd be no
Eunuch.
No
Eunuch.
bueno.
Eunuch. He's
Oh,
good.
that's right. You have no testes.
He's good.
a eunuch. Jesus Christ, you guys. All right, so Jay Frazier, you fuck. What was the question I had for you?
Was it something
earlier?
about sports? It was like an hour ago.
It was
Sports?
not about
Sport-
sports. Okay, I guess I'll
You like
ask you
sports?
the same question.
Did you ever wear a sports
question?
bra?
Wow, I said that weird. Okay, Jay Frazier, you specifically, are you strictly straight?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've only ever been attracted to women.
I mean, I'm not gonna say I've never been attracted to it. Like, okay, I definitely think it's pretty crazy. I actually have jokes about the fact that there are some men that are like, I just totally, I get it.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? If Johnny Depp showed up to my house with like flowers and he was like, "Come away with me," and he had like an airplane, like I'd go.
You totally would.
I'd
Yeah,
fucking
no.
go.
It's
You
Johnny
know what I
Depp
mean?
with flowers. Yeah, no.
Like Johnny Depp's maybe gonna fuck me, but all right. Like
That's fine.
I'd be like, Johnny, let me get my things. Like
Yeah.
you're so silly. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm not. I've never had a relationship with a man. I've definitely
Interesting.
turned it down quite a few times.
Okay, so
I'm a little desensitized, I guess, to heterosexual advances because I worked as a bartender for a while.
Oh, okay.
And,
yeah, that'll do.
This particular bar got a lot of upper class clientele, and by that I mean gays.
Yeah, no, for sure. A
They're
little
very
bit of
clean
highbrow.
people. They're very-
Yeah. No, they are.
They have a high incomes, and they're just they tip
Income.
well. Especially when I pretend that maybe they're gonna get a handy after the bar
Oh,
closes.
man.
But
Okay,
I
so
play
you-
that game both ways as
play
a
the mental
bartender. Yeah, I
game.
flirt with whoever's got cash.
All
You know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get that. That totally
Maybe
makes
that's
sense.
part of it too. Is that I totally get it. I see a guy that's attractive. I'm like, oh, okay, but. I'm not gonna stop and holla. What's up, dude? I'm not like that's
you're not gonna go chasing for
That's
dick.
not my move.
If dick comes to you, you'll flirt with it a bit, but only for a personal potential gain.
Like if I have a threesome opportunity and there's a guy involved, like maybe
Devil's
maybe
Eiffel
that would be
Tower?
the way in.
You can Eiffel Tower.
The devil.
I'd
Once
love to
while-
high five
oh
a dude
my
while
God.
banging out a girl.
I've done
You
it
know what I mean?
before.
Oh, gross.
I did it with Nick the Dick Fisher, the one who was on the
That
kid earlier.
one?
Yeah.
Nasty.
Dude,
really?
oh my gosh, she was a nasty girl too. Ugh, gross. But no,
I had
I've done a
chance,
lot.
but I turned it down when I was in the army.
No, I very highly doubt that. John.
Somebody wanted to make
and
a
it
John
was-
I'm
sandwich.
sure they turned
No.
you down. You didn't turn
No,
the
I
opportunity
did, but my
down.
buddy Pettit ended up getting crabs, and I'm glad I turned it down. Anyway,
I really did. I've tried. I even legitimately tried to just like see what's up with gay porn once, and I just felt nothing. I just felt like it was just weird. I was just like, I just thought I don't. It just literally didn't do anything for me, and so like it's not there. 100% not there.
No, it's not.
just
It's
not.
not there for me either. But I had a buddy named John Bravo, and we used to hang out at the Underground here in the Springs, and I liked him, but he liked me.
Yeah, that
And
gets kind of weird.
I was with my future wife at the time, and he actually lit me on fire.
What?
I had a jean jacket that had
Gasoline on it?
no. No, I had
Soak it in gasoline every time before I leave the house.
I had cut some stuff out. I made it, my jacket. Anyway, there was some
Just
tassels, just some fringe hanging off. And I'm talking to my wife and some other people, and he kept lighting a lighter behind me, and then finally it caught on fire. And I felt this warmth up my back, and then just cold all the way down to the back of my knees. He lit me on fire and then threw it out with his beer. I would love to see John Bravo again because he was a good friend, but I don't go that way. I mean,
Wait,
I can.
does John Bravo swing the other way?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, he lit me on fire.
People on fire that he wants to have sex with.
I didn't
can't.
know that.
If I can't have you.
But it was before
Nobody
the.
can.
It's not the John Bravo.
It was way before the cartoon Johnny Bravo.
No. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the one who used to host Gold Camp, like the comedian. Wait, no. Who am I thinking of?
Wait,
I'm
is
thinking
there-
of John Bueno. John Bueno, not
Yeah.
John Bravo.
No, John
He
Bravo.
seems like he might.
Yeah, no. See, it made sense to me
Is
when
he
like
like-
we said it.
John
So I was
Bueno-
like, oh, John Bravo? You mean John Bueno? Yeah, no, I can totally see how
Is
he's
John
gay.
Bueno like half white, half Asian?
No, dude, he's like half
Oh.
Mexican, half something.
Oh, okay. No, John Bravo was half white, half Asian, but he was funny. We used to party a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but I made the mistake at one time of buttoning my collar all the way up without
Top
a bolo tie. Yeah, top button, and didn't know. And he knew right away that was a symbol that you're gay back in the 90s.
Wait, that used to be I knew the earring thing, but I didn't know about the top button.
Back in the 90s.
Because I button my top button all the time.
Oh, you're gay. Anyway,
Sure.
I didn't know this, and he waited until the very end of the night after I struck out like 3 or 4 times with chicks and just had guys all around me. He thought it was hysterical, and he comes up to me and tells me, like 1:45, that I'm broadcasting gay.
Broadcasting gay?
Yes.
Was it just the shirt?
Well, I was
Or-
thin and neat.
Was it just the
I
shit?
had
I was clean.
my accoutrement.
My
I-
accoutrement.
I dressed in all black with just silver accents. My belt buckle was silver.
I don't think
My
it was
earrings,
just the shirt.
I had 3 piercings here and 1 piercing here, and it was all silver. I spiked my hair, and my hair was dark.
How many Barbara Streisand?
No. Yeah, exactly. Feelings. No, but I mean,
Blaring that man low.
once I put that one button there, I mean, I went from heterosexual awesome to gay. I mean, it was, and he had so much fun with.
Closed shirts, open buttholes. That's the
Basically,
motto of the
yeah.
gays.
Yeah.
Well, are you still friends with
I have no
this
idea
person?
where he is.
Because I was about to say, I've actually had some relationships get fucked up because a dude liked me and I didn't, I'm cool at being friends, but oh shit.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You never did Mr.
Fucking Ginobili.
Damn Spurs!
Nah,
Go
Houston.
Spurs!
Houston.
He looks like a sex offender.
James
Ginobili
Harden
looks
and
like,
the
come on.
Rockets
When you
got
look at Ginobili, Chris, you know he looks like a sex offender, right? Is he registered? He does. Doesn't he?
I look like Frankie. You know Frankie?
Yeah.
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 Were you there for that night?
Much taller.
Which
much
night?
The big night of Frankie P. Here. At the
I wasn't.
Last night-
He kind of does look like Frankie P. A
Yeah.
little bit. I wasn't. I didn't. I
And
wasn't
we're
here
not
for
talking about
was
the
it cunt?
Frankie P. Who's
Cunt night?
Trent night, yeah.
No,
I wasn't here.
I
No,
wasn't
not
here
that
either.
Frankie P. The other Frankie P.
Oh, you mean Franklin?
Okay, so this is all going to be edited out because we mentioned
Franklin
Frankie
P.
P's name.
What?
Franklin from Peanuts.
We what do you call it? Even though not many people are going to be listening to it right now, eventually it's going to catch.
7.
Yeah, eventually it's going to catch some ground.
No,
So we
well-
try not to mention names. Things like why I said Rob the skateboard guy and Big B.
Mm-hmm.
We try not to do things like that.
Why?
It's a lot easier for editing later.
Oh, jeez.
If
Why
you're
don't you just pull back the curtain completely?
Dude, no, if you're going to post something, you have to make sure your ass isn't going to get sued.
I know, so just don't talk about it.
Talk about what?
Whatever you're going to talk about.
Oh, dude, I will talk about whatever the fuck I please.
Talk about it. Go.
Nyland's
Alright,
got
so-
his work cut out for him.
So, yeah, no, he definitely does. This is a very interesting podcast today.
drunk.
I can tell.
Sorry, Nyland.
Yeah. Sorry, Nyland. Yeah, everyone says sorry to Nyland right
I
now.
want some French
Sorry,
fries.
Nyland. Sorry, not sorry.
I wish there was an In-N-Out burger here.
Like, you mean like right outside?
Have you ever been to In-N-Out burger?
Yeah.
They're best burgers.
Yeah, that's good.
But they're $9,000.
I don't give a crap. You can get a 4x4, which is 4 patties and 4 pieces of cheese, animal style. Throw in some grilled onions.
Get that for yourself.
Oh yeah. But they're
Yeah.
basically a West Coast thing.
In-N-Out Burgers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
they're supposed to be
Saturday.
moving one here to Colorado at some point.
Yeah.
Like they've been moving closer and closer
Yeah.
inbound. But yeah, no, we still don't have
Like,
an.
Chick-fil-A is good too, but the entire
Not
time,
on Sundays.
the-
You can
yeah,
you
you're
can't
right.
go to that shit on
The
Sunday.
entire time I lived in California, no Chick-fil-A's until like 2 years before I moved, and my wife got a job there. And what was crazy was the first Chick-fil-A to open in the Bay Area was 2 blocks from my house. My wife worked there. There was 15 protesters, because they're anti-gay, which I understand. I get that, but they got 15,000 customers that day. That's 1,000 times more people went there in the Bay Area than protested.
Are we talking
there.
San Francisco?
San Jose. But still, the Bay Area is very open, very gay friendly.
Yeah.
But
You
screw that. If there's fried chicken,
Oh, fuck
screw
yeah.
that. They're like,
I
no,
like
I
the gay.
didn't-
I like the gays, all right, but you know what?
I like me some chicken more.
I need some chicken today. So
yeah.
you ever heard of Raising Cane's? It's a Louisiana chain, chicken fingers.
I've never heard
It's
of it.
slowly starting to expand all over the place.
Where
Wait,
do they
so
put
where?
their
Wait,
chicken
where are
fingers
you
down?
originally from, Jay?
I was actually born in Dallas, Texas, but
Okay.
I lived most of my life near Shreveport, Louisiana.
Oh my God, that explains so much more about you.
Does it?
Yeah,
That's
no,
why
it
you're,
really
like,
does.
country hot.
Country hot.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why.
the-
That's why you wear your
part of the
rodeo
lisp-
shirt and it fits.
Part of the lisp, I think, is that I actually have a pretty country accent, but I went to a small liberal arts college, so I started to kind of try to alter the way that I spoke because I heard myself in a presentation once, and I was like, "Fucking, I sound like a bumpkin."
A fucking bumpkin.
It's supposed to sound
Your
educated.
accent is covered and smothered.
No, you could probably beat the naked cowboy out in New York.
Naked cowboy.
He-
Oh,
he-
the guy
he plays
that just walks around.
in his underwear.
Yeah.
But no,
Should I compete with him? Is there a good market for that?
Dude,
Should I just start working
Do
out
you have
and then just
do
move?
you have abs?
Not really.
Oh, you can't
Not right
compete.
now.
Being from Louisiana, did you ever come across the issue of having to speak French or people who spoke French? Because isn't that an
It's
issue
not
down
really
there?
French.
It's not really French?
Really French.
Okay,
What-
It's a bastardization of French. If someone that speaks Cajun
Creole.
French, it's sort of, it's just a bastardization of
Don't
a
they
lot
just
of
call it
languages.
Creole?
Some people do, but
It's
a lot
a
of people
mix of
call it
English
Cajun
and French.
French as well.
Oh. Okay.
Cajun French. Okay,
Did you ever meet Troy from Swamp People?
I actually,
love Troy.
I feel like I know someone from, those people are totally real.
Yeah,
And I feel like I do know someone he's related to. Honestly, and that's exactly how you think it'd work, right? Like
Yeah,
you know
no,
someone he's
definitely.
related to.
Yeah.
It's
Everyone
exactly
is.
something I would say. But yeah, like I know people from that area, and there's definitely some people act like it's a real thing, but it's not really a.
Well,
Like,
no,
Creole, I guess, is actually recognized as a real language, but most people that speak, it's just a a bastardization of French and
Okay.
then English mixed in and
Yeah,
a
no-
bad accent.
Because I was talking with that. I was talking about that with
Get
somebody
down there in the swamp,
other
down there
day.
in the Piero, you know,
Yeah.
you catch a couple of gators, you bring them back to mama, she cook them. Ooh, she cook them up real nice.
It's like Spanglish but with French.
oh mon cher, yeah, they
Yeah,
just
yeah.
exactly,
That's- yeah,
just like
exactly
you
the
throw
same
in a
thing.
mon cher every
Keep
now and
talking
then,
like
and
that,
then
and I'll do you.
should I do that?
Do you
Yeah.
like jambalaya?
I love jambalaya, but only if mama cook it.
If only
Yeah.
Mama
I'll
could-
give you my jambalaya.
That's
Is that
so
what your cum
weird.
is like? Your cum would look like jambalaya. Disgusting.
Pieces of carrots and
Some
freaking.
bits of peas in here. What is this? What is this?
There's some crayfish, or do you call them crawfish?
By
Or
the
cray?
way, big
I was just thinking the other day how crazy it is that we. I love actually, a next door neighbor here in the Springs had a crawfish boil. Someone from Louisiana was there, and my neighbor is from Florida. So I was just thinking how it's crawfish season. I wish I could have some. And then my next door neighbor came over like the next day and was like, "Crawfish boil in my house." I'm like, "Fuck yeah!"
Right,
That's
might as
all.
well.
That's all the evidence that I need to believe in a higher power. Right there was like, I want. But I was just thinking the other day, they're fucking bugs. I mean,
Crawfish?
the only difference between crawfish and like a cockroach is like speed. And they're
Water.
underwater
And claws.
for whatever reason, because they're slow. Like if you could grab a crawfish and it's like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it was like skittered off, you wouldn't eat that fucking thing.
No,
But for
definitely
whatever
not.
reason, because it's slow and it's been in the water, we're cool with eating it. But like, there's hard. I heard about Fear Factor once that some guy got sick from a shellfish allergy
Ugh.
because he ate crawfish because they're actually like
They
they're
are.
like
They're
like
freshwater lobsters.
Shellfish,
yeah.
basically.
And that's fucking disgusting, but
They're
they're still
everywhere.
delicious, and I still
No,
I
no,
still-
no,
I
no,
still-
no,
I
no.
still-
we
it's-
Don't
it's
ever
amazing.
feel bad about a
It's
crawfish.
so,
I've eaten
but I
crawfish.
just the other day I
They're
just
good.
sort of looked at it.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a fucking.
Yeah, we
It's-
had them in California when I was a kid. I remember grabbing them, or you put the crawfish, or actually we call them crayfish.
Ugh, of course you do.
Yeah, that's what they. I'm sorry, that's how I was taught.
Do you also say crick
No, creek.
instead of creek?
Down there in the creek.
Actually, a creek is
Crick?
smaller than a creek. You son of a bitch. Anyway,
And more racist.
Yeah, way more. You're very backwoods when you get into the crick territory.
Is he racist? Does he say the word crick? Probably.
Creek.
Probably so.
That makes a lot more sense about your personality in general.
Why?
I guess specifically for me, because I don't know. It's kind of weird because I grew up in a very hick town type of thing from about
What, Colorado
6th
Springs?
grade. No, northern Colorado, and fucking farm town where there's nothing but plains and shit.
name the town.
Johnstown, Colorado, right next to Milliken, right next to Berthoud.
Johnstown.
Yeah,
That's why you like me.
yeah, no, definitely. But no, like it
Johnstown?
was there what?
You're from Johnstown?
I'm from Johnstown? Or
Yeah.
is that what you're asking me?
Yeah.
No, I am.
Really?
I moved down here my senior year. So
Wow.
I got Colorado Springs territory on me, but it makes more
Give
sense
me
that
perspective. What is it?
Is it
is
near
a
Morgan?
shithole? I mean, what's the
Johnstown, Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Johnstown, Colorado is such a shithole that not only does everyone know who
Yeah,
fucked
no
each other, but the main thing is how fast your tractor can go as you till the fields. Yeah, how fast can your tractor till the fields, bro? Like, I got out at 5:45 this morning. When'd you get out? 5:46? Fuck you!
So you're from one of those places where the only fun stuff to do is like fuck a semi-relative or like meth.
Yeah, no. Well,
I
actually,
got you.
Well, no, actually, that's weird that you bring that up about the meth thing because meth hasn't hit Johnstown yet.
Oh no,
But
They're-
coke has.
They haven't
Coke.
had the enlightenment.
Yeah,
yet.
no, they haven't had the enlightenment
I
of
need
meth
to call
yet,
my.
Jay
I
Frazier.
need to call my San Joaquin biker buddies and tell them
Oh,
that there's
Jesus
there's
Christ.
an open market.
Ugh.
Do you ride on the back of the bike,
Dude, you would ruin everyone's life just by dropping a 20 sack of meth in the middle of the street.
I was doing meth in '88 before people knew what it was.
Before it was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back when
With the
people were still
hipster
doing
meth.
bumps.
I mean,
Let's do some keys. John's
Yeah.
like, fuck it, let's do some meth.
freaking John Cougar wasn't John Cougar Mellencamp
Jo-
when I was
oh,
doing
God.
meth. It was John Cougar.
Just John
That's
Cougar.
how long ago I was doing meth, bitches.
Question. So for you, Jay Frazier, because I've been very interested about this. So as a free-spirited, open-minded, liberal person that I actually am, I've always wanted to visit places like Louisiana, very swamp-like places. For whatever reason, I'm very attracted to that type of climate, that type of culture.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
if I just had a fucking shack out in a goddamn swamp where there were fucking gators coming up to that shit, I would be very content.
Mosquitoes, buddy. You're totally just. There's so many bugs. So many bugs. There's so many less bugs here.
Yeah, no,
I heard
it's
some
because of
person
high
complaining
altitude.
about the bugs here when I first came up
Did
here.
you slap them?
I was just like, what the fuck are you? It's nothing.
I went to
you have
Corpus
no idea what
Christi
you're talking
once.
about.
I went to Corpus Christi, Texas once, and there was an ant with big ass fucking pinchers on its face. I realized Colorado does not have bugs. We're way too high up, and it's way too fucking cold for actual bugs to live here.
Like we
No,
say
no fleas.
in Louisiana, our mosquitoes wear tennis shoes. That's what we say. like they're fucking huge. Like we'd be hanging out on a porch or something, and your buddy would look over and say, "Hey, watch out for that bird over your head." There's a fucking mosquito, like
Yeah,
huge.
So where would you suggest to go for
go,
somebody
go to
like
New Orleans.
me?
Don't fuck
I'll
with anything
tell
else.
you where to go, Closet Guy.
Well, I know you've traveled everywhere, Chris,
closet
but I want
in New
someone who
Orleans.
actually lived there.
Baton Rouge is okay. It's the capital, but it's really just Tiger Stadium's there.
Okay, well,
I mean,
no,
it'd be dope as fuck to go for like if you could ever go to a LSU game. That would you see a lot of culture and a lot of people coming together, and that's pretty cool.
See-
but like, I would go to New Orleans, dude. Like,
New Orleans? Okay.
don't fuck with anything else. Just
alright,
I'm
so,
being
like,
honest.
Since what do you call it? I have this very weird thing about me where I'm very I guess what you could say as adaptable. I can go for the end of the spectrum where I can hang out with drag queens, and then I can hang out with hardcore fucking rednecks who hate anything that doesn't go into a fucking vagina.
Well,
I can
you'll
relate-
find a great mixture of those two things in New Orleans. So
really?
yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
What else you'll
100%.
find in New Orleans?
What?
There's a closet.
Oh, dude, there's a closet everywhere
New Orleans.
to go. Oh yeah, no, most definitely.
There's a closet everywhere for you.
There's
You
a
can-
house in New
Oh, a
Orleans.
house in New Orleans with a closet. You're right. I messed
I
that
could
up.
fuck in any closet any day.
You don't get the reference.
Do you know the story behind that nickname?
Didn't you like move out, but like move into someone's house to get off of drugs and you
All
like,
right.
lived in their closet?
All right,
Is that
so
kind
you,
of it?
you were the one. No, all right, you were the one person because everyone always asks me where this comes from. Because Nyland used
Oh, I
to
just ran with
explain
it. I just didn't.
Yeah,
give a shit.
yeah.
I just like he's closet guy. All right.
Nyland used to explain it to everybody who used to come to the Grin before I came to the Grin. And I'm not exactly quite sure all the stories that he's told, but I will tell you my
Yeah,
version
you
of
were
it.
like Bigfoot.
Like
A
Bigfoot
myth.
just swinging dick out of a closet.
No, a myth, a legend. No dick was mentioned.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird, because that's what he
well,
told me it was.
tiny dick, but lots of
no.
chicks.
Okay, so you were the one and only person I will actually explain the nickname Closet Guy to from my point of view. Yeah, no, you should
Hashtag
feel very
lucky.
lucky. Because everyone else will tell them to go fuck off.
Exclusive.
So after Nyland and I had moved from our apartment in downtown Denver, he had moved down here to the Springs. After about 6 months, I had moved back down here to the Springs. And so I was working at Village Inn, and I decided to move in with Nyland. But he had a 2-bedroom apartment with him and his other roommate. So the only place I had to keep anything was in the closet. I had to keep...
So did you actually stay in the closet or just put your things?
Let him
I
tell
only
the story. It's great.
I only stored my things inside of the closet. But there's a tricky thing to that is because when you don't have an actual bedroom, but you're paying rent, because I paid rent at that place, but the only actual privacy I ever had was in the closet. So anytime I would bring a girl over or, masturbate or whatever it would be inside of the closet. And so I actually
That makes spitting game pretty hard. Huh?
No, dude. Oh, God. You know how hard it is to convince a girl to fuck her?
It's gonna be a little weird.
Yeah. No. You know how hard it is to convince a girl to fuck in the closet? Especially a closet that doesn't only have your clothes, but your other 2 roommates' clothes? That shit's ridiculous. So spitting game's super fucking hard.
But he got it done.
Oh, no, dude. I got it done so hard. I got laid
You laid the
more.
pipe?
Yeah, I got laid more in that apartment than any of those 2 ever fucking did.
He doesn't have a house, but he can lay the pipe.
Yeah, no. So that's where the name Closet Guy actually comes from, is being able to fuck inside of a closet. Finding girls sad enough who will fuck in a closet.
Closet fucker. There's gotta be a better name for you then.
No, but
Closet guy's fine. No,
Nyland
because
was so jealous that you had more chicks in your closet,
Getting more pussy
in
out of
his
the closet.
room. Than
oh, dude,
he
I fucked
had.
on Nyland's bed. I fucked on David's bed. I fucked on
Yeah.
the couch. I fucked in the closet. I don't know what it was about that fucking year, but it seemed like my dick could not. It couldn't do any wrong,
But-
which was really weird.
You need to get on. You need to get on camera so that everybody can realize.
I don't know.
But what
It's
were
weird.
you? What were you fucking? I mean, basically, upright possums.
No.
Yeah.
No. Oddly enough, for as pudgy and weird as I am as an actual person, I
Yeah.
tend to date fairly decent looking chicks.
Twos.
Twos.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about twos. I'm like a fucking 0.5, dude. If I land a 2, that's a win.
He sees
for
a
me.
2 and he's like, hot.
It's like, damn, girl, you got a mole on your nose? Let's get together.
Just put
You're
a rag over their lazy eye.
No, dude, I come in the lazy eye, so it'll open up a little
Oh,
more.
nice.
Put that vitamin D in their
You're
eye.
a
So it-
giver.
Is that what's income?
How nice. Wow, so you got the power of the sun in your nuts.
That's when I see some healthy chicks. That's what's up. Damn, girl, you getting your vitamin D.
Wait, so you just come on albinos.
Oh my god, I wish I
cure
were
'em.
on by now.
You know what'll fix that?
Because they can't get in the sun. They're vitamin D deficient, so
They need
just
cum.
Closet guy come.
Hold on.
Straight out of the closet. Where the hell did that come from?
I googled it.
Oh,
Yeah, no, there's a T-shirt for me. How do I order that?
Yeah.
it's rainbow though.
It says
Oh, I don't
straight out of
give
the
a shit.
closet in a rainbow.
John, do you know who I am?
Yeah,
I think you suck dick sometimes, right?
Well, that's right,
Okay, so
occasionally.
like the thing about it is
I
that-
joke about
if they're
sucking
at a
dick
doctor-
sometimes, but I don't. I
No.
really don't. So
You suck dick if they're out of Dr. Pepper at certain places, right? No,
No,
Dr.
no,
Pepper.
All, right, so all comedy jokes aside,
As opposed to non-comedy jokes.
no. All right, so
I mean,
when I was younger, aside to all comedy jokes. Well, you have jokes, John, and those aren't comedy jokes. Fuck both y'all motherfuckers. Your southern ass and your drunk ass can go fucking take a hike. Nah, but
fuck you, man.
fuck you, man.
Jay got me good. I had a mouthful of rum and coke or vodka and coke.
If you chew Leaf Garrett, you're a fucking faggot. That red man or that Leaf Garrett.
Leaf Garrett is a person. You
I
idiot.
know who Leaf Garrett is, and I also know his chewing tobacco.
He was
You
also on
fuck.
Tiger Beat, and my wife.
I
still
doubt it.
has-
I doubt it
No,
very
Leaf
highly.
Garrett was big on
All right,
Tiger
so
Beat.
like the thing about me is in high school I was very much such a rebellious person to the person I was in middle school, who
Sucked
was
your
a hick.
own dick.
I used to be very redneck, chew,
I tried really
wrestle,
hurt myself.
football.
True story. I really tried to suck my dick once and really hurt myself. Like really hurt my
Dude,
back.
you got to remove a rib or two.
Go.
Yeah, no,
Oh, sorry.
you got to remove a rib or two for that.
Acquiesce. You got the
I grew up in a very small town, very hick type of town, northern Colorado, right between Fort Collins and Denver. It's called Johnstown. A lot of people there don't like gay people. So through my middle school years, I tried to fit in so much with the hicks that I would do. I wrestled, I played football, I fucking chewed tobacco. I hated on gay dudes, like dudes who were openly gay in middle school. I would hate on them. By the
Right.
time my freshman year came around, I actually discovered good music and then started to open up about myself a little bit. I'm very picky about the dudes that I'll be with. I will be like, if a guy's attractive to me, I will try what I can with him. If he doesn't want it, that's absolutely fine. I'm more interested in vagina than I ever am dick. But if there's someone who's actually attractive to me, just sexually, regardless of what it may be. Yeah, no, that was really loud.
Did someone just get
Back at
murdered?
home, there was an earthquake.
Is someone's head like spewed
I think
across the
so.
wall right there right
Yeah,
now? Okay.
Just
awesome.
completely cherry pied all
Oh
over
well,
the
we're all in
place.
here. We all have alibis.
But
Quite a
no,
long time
I've
ago.
gone as far as sucking dick. I've gone as far as putting it up the ass. I've taken it up
Yours
the
or
ass.
okay.
Yeah, no, I've both
Thank you for
received
clarifying.
and given. Though like receiving's a little weird.
Really?
Yeah, no.
That's not natural. You don't feel comfortable with that?
No, it's a weird thing
little
because
weird.
like at
a
first
little.
no, it hurts. At first it definitely fucking hurts. But after a while,
it's like
especially with
sherbet instead of chocolate at 31 flavors.
well, no, especially with dudes, you have your fucking prostate
wait a minute.
there.
Especially with dudes, how many women have stuffed stuff up your ass?
I feel
I'm
like
sorry.
you like
Oh,
strap-ons. You like
No,
girl with
I
the-
don't like.
See, I think I'd be more scared of a girl fucking me with a strap-on than a guy fucking me because at least the guy actually feels
you're
his.
right.
You know what I
The
mean?
girl would
Like a
just ride you
girl
raw.
just ramming away with something they don't feel. That's
Unless you had
scary.
a safe
Yeah, it seems
word,
like that
it
would
is.
be.
I've never gotten
bad
that far with a
news.
woman before.
You know what I mean?
Without a safe word, you'd just be a bloody hole.
Yeah, no, most definitely. I mean, okay, so the closest I've gotten to a strap-on with a chick was So, what do you call it? I remember one time I told this girl, I was like, yeah, I've had, like anal play before. I like it. It makes me come sometimes. Like you come really hard because it touches your prostate. Mm-hmm. And that's a really big trigger for your fucking balls or whatever it may be. And so
yours.
we were just, or mine. Whatever makes me feel good, John. But either way, we were having sex one day and I did not know that she had brought her toys with her. And so in the middle of her being on top of me,
the kind of story that I wanted to hear.
she grabs her little like it's like a little string and it has beads on top of it, but it's not like beads like spread apart. It's like a stiff pair of beads that's progressively get bigger. And so I told her, I was like, yeah, no, I've been with guys before, I like the way that feels sometimes, whatever it may be. And she just randomly stuck it up my ass right in the middle of sex. And it freaked me out. But I'll tell you this, I've never come so hard in my goddamn life than when she just went, boop,
I'm
right
glad
up the
that it
fucking
freaked
ass.
you out. That you didn't just go, oh, that
Yeah,
happened.
no, it scared me. I wasn't expecting
no.
it.
Of course, that's how that is.
I thought you would have just gone, oh, hey.
No,
like somebody offered you a Twinkie at lunch.
No, it freaked me out. And that was like the first time I ever tasted breast milk, too. Have you ever tasted breast milk?
It's like
I mean,
ice cream.
At some point I did. But
No, well, yeah, no.
I
In
tasted
your
my
adult
wife's.
life, in your adult sexual life, it's really sweet.
I
It's
tasted-
extremely fucking sweet.
Oh.
Is it hot? Does it give you?
No, dude, no,
it's
it's so
like
good.
ice cream, dude.
Yeah, no,
Like my
it's-
wife.
If you were to freeze breast milk inside of a freezer, it would be exactly like what ice cream is.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's
that how
very
you make-
sweet and it's very new.
Is
how
it
you make
human?
vanilla
It's like ice cream
Is
with
that vanilla ice cream's from white girls, right?
No, it's like ice cream with protein. It's weird, but I remember tasting my wife's breast milk, and yeah, it was like hot ice cream. Yeah, imagine
ice
that
cream.
hot ice cream. That's the name of my new
Hot ice cream girl.
my new punk band.
Hot
Hot
ice
ice cream.
Chris, lots of breast milk in your life, butt stuff.
No.
Any butt stuff when you're partying and you're no? Can you get too
Accidental butt
adventurous?
stuff?
No but stuff.
No butt
Nobody
stuff.
ever like took advantage of you.
Mm.
You wouldn't.
I'm always sitting down.
He's always sitting down. But I mean,
I'm protected.
and that seat, it's like denim plus. You can't blow through that. Yeah,
Definitely.
It's like Kevlar for his ass. That's good.
Yes, Kevlar.
Yeah.
Asslar.
Brought to you by Aslar.
Hmm.
I should
We
just
got
come
your
back on and
back.
do all your sponsors.
Asslar.
What was the other one? What was the one
Hold on.
before?
Asslar. We have your back. What was that now?
It's a Kevlar vest, but for your asshole. What was the other thing that we came? The other sponsor. Oh, that's right. I asked if this was on
Nut
the
gel.
nut gel.
No, I'm just making shit up. Go ahead. Go.
I don't remember what I was saying. I don't know where to go from ass stuff. We got really deep into ass stuff,
Deep.
and then Hey, we're still talking about butt stuff. You got more stories?
I do actually.
Oh,
So here's my one question.
Here's my one. Wait, is it a question directed towards me?
Yeah.
Okay.
How? I almost feel like Christopher Walken, even though I'm not going to sound like him.
How
do you take it?
How do you,
up the butt?
how did the dick first get into your butt?
Okay, all right.
I mean, we like more. I want more dick.
right, so all right,
cowbell.
let's take it
Yeah.
from about like
Or
7th
Dick
grade
Nice.
to 8th grade. I was very much so trying to be a part of a redneck clique where I hated gay people so much for no reason whatsoever.
So wait, the gay redneck clique kind of took
No,
over?
no, not the gay redneck clique. Actually, no rednecks that I know are actually gay, which is really weird because I thought a lot of them would be closeted. So through like 7th and 8th grade, I used to make fun of one kid named Tyler. Last name will not be mentioned. I used to make fun of
That's
him.
a weird last name.
Yeah, no,
Will not
last
be
name will not be
mentioned.
mentioned.
Sounds fake.
Is he Polish?
Actually, he is. He's about half Polish. My freshman year, I actually started to discover somewhat of good music, and started hanging out with different people.
So you're saying that music led you to...
Music opened up my mind to the point to where I started accepting things that I started to hate
Into
for
your
no
ass.
reason.
Like Erasure, The Cure.
Oh god, I hate The Cure. The Cure can go fucking suck a dick. I fucking hate The Cure. They
I
suck
will
so bad.
fight you.
Yeah, no, I know you will, you 80s bitch. You're a very simple bitch, John.
What kind of music then?
Butthole
okay, so-
Surfers.
Bundle servers.
Butthole Surfers are actually really good. I like
Pepper's
the
my favorite song by them.
Pepper. Well, everyone loves that song. It's a goodie.
It is.
No, I was very
Electric
into a
Ladyland.
lot of punk rock type things. Very into like Lou Reed, My Chemical Romance, fucking Billy Talent, The Horrors, The Kills, The Dead Weather, The White Stripes. A lot of like
Did it have to
progressive
have
type of music.
The in the name for you to...
It did.
appreciate
Yeah, no,
them?
a lot of
Or-
bands that I like had the in the name from high school.
Like the AC/DC. The
but
Kiss.
no,
The Kiss.
The
That's
Led
never
Zeppelin.
been- The Kiss.
I think what
The
it was when I started going to Rocky Horror
The
Picture Show
Elvis.
with my girlfriend.
Okay.
What?
Because my mom's a huge fan. Despite all the things that my mother did to me as a horrible person, she's a very open-minded, has really good taste in music, super
she
cool
beat the
rocker
shit out
type
of you.
chick. Yeah, no, she did. She beat the shit out of me. Well, whatever, it's fine.
But except for that.
but-
Yeah, no, she has really good taste in music. She's very open-minded. That's one of the very few things that she taught me that I really enjoy is being open-minded. And when I started going to Rocky Horror with my girlfriend, she thought that it was so hot that I would flirt with guys and stuff like that, that it just eventually became a thing. And like now I'm way more picky about the dudes that I would ever be with than I used to be. Before it was just like let's be rebellious.
So wait a minute.
It started out as a rebellious thing. Okay,
May I
time out.
interrupt? So your interaction with me, do I need to be worried?
No, John, you're fine. Dude,
Good.
you and Jay are fine.
Okay.
Chris, on the
I mean,
other
I love
hand-
you. I love you, dude.
Dude, I'll
But
cut a hole in the bottom of your
platonically.
wheelchair and just go at it.
Okay. I just don't want to wake up
Chris like, nah,
with you breathing on my neck.
No, John, you're not my type.
Good.
Jay's a good looking dude, but Jay's also not my type either.
Okay.
I have a
Is-
very like specific.
Maybe just a one-nighter.
No, not even.
Would you just, no?
No,
Marriage.
it's
See, like, I don't believe in the type thing, at least for a short period of time. Like, that's, like, I don't really get that. Like, I'll be with...
I don't have a type for girls, but I have a type for guys. Very
well,
specific.
okay, I guess
Here's-
that's true. At least if I was gonna talk about guy, you like super hot, like and
Yeah.
famous, and then I'm interested.
Oh,
And then
okay.
If not,
See,
no. See,
my-
that's the thing about like being bi or being gay. It's like if it was like, oh, Jay's bi, now ugly gay guys are gonna try to hit on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I'm not. It's yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I don't
It's like very
like-
specific.
Yeah, no, I see.
Like if
I-
Zac Efron shows up,
oh, dude,
he can give it to
him
me.
or Brad
That's fine.
Pitt. Yeah, no,
Darren.
I would
But
definitely
Justin
take it.
Bieber.
Oh, he's a bitch.
Mm.
We
I feel like if so, I would have to fuck him.
Yeah,
and
no,
call him a
most
bitch the whole
definitely.
time.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
I wouldn't even.
He's
spit
not
on
giving it to me.
He's the
I
bottom.
would give it to him with a crowbar.
he's a bottom.
Justin Bieber's a
You
bottom.
know, if I were to fuck Justin Bieber, I would feel like such a lesbian.
No, the reason I bring up that you give good hugs, and I enjoy your hugs, but I just don't want to go beyond that.
little
Yeah, no, I don't want to go
No,
beyond that
no.
with you either, John.
I appreciate you, and I love you
gross.
platonically, and I hope I wish the best for you. Is what
Yeah.
you know what? Okay, Martha Stewart. I mean, no, I don't want people thinking that I'm
And next
homophobic.
time on the wheel.
Are you really that worried about people thinking that you're homophobic?
Yeah, I think I'm.
Sponsored by Taka. You got some more to drink, Sean?
No,
Yeah, no, everybody passed that around for once more.
Just
I'm
Swigsies?
not.
Yeah, Swigsies.
Who's
No,
sick? Let's all be
One-
sick.
One of my best friends, Gary, has a sailboat in
Chris?
How big of a
San
sailboat is
Francisco.
it, John? You
It's
tell me how big of a
huge.
sailboat that is.
You wouldn't be able to take it up your ass. Anyway, he.
I beg to differ, my friend.
No, Gary and I worked together at this little restaurant called Pietro's in Lodi.
Was that your
And
first
I knew he
boyfriend?
was gay before he was, but I appreciate
Before he knew.
before he knew. Yeah, I appreciate him, and I'm not homophobic, but I just want to make sure that everyone knows that
You
Hey.
also don't like dick.
I
You're not homophobic,
I
but
like
you also
mine.
don't want to fuck a dick.
I like my own
No, dicks are a very like weird, gross
protuberance.
looking thing. Yeah, no. So I've had sex with a tranny before. A guy who actually identified as a woman pre-op.
They like to be called transsexuals, not trannies. That sounds like an automotive part.
Oh no,
'Cause
dude!
when I had my transmission shop, that's what we call transmissions. We're
trannies. Yeah, no.
and that's degrading. So reset.
I don't find it degrading.
Because you're comparing them to a transmission? Is that the?
Yes.
Is that
The
what
thing
it,
that-
that's
got
what
multiple
that's where the
gears.
offense
one of the
comes
most
from?
important components of a vehicle. Yeah.
Don't act like I'm a car part. Like
like, why are you so upset about that?
I'm not a muffler.
idiot.
So, it was
this podcast.
it was
This is so much
it was
fun.
it was a really weird interesting
Sarah's
thing
hot. Look, she's fanning herself.
because the entire time, all right, so like I met this transsexual and we were hanging out really late at night. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and we went to this like really old fucking abandoned type of playground type thing, and we just hung out there. We listened to music and we talked, and the entire time, like I identified her as a woman because that's what she wanted to be, and she was a very attractive person, like male or female. The way that she wanted to be presented as a female, she did very well at it. I could not tell that she had a dick unless she told me. Except for the
that
actual
one part.
Yeah, except for the actual dick itself. So after a while,
So
you
did
know,
you see this?
yeah,
Let him
no,
go.
after about an
He's been
hour,
talking for like 20 minutes.
after an hour
Jesus
at
Christ.
the park,
Let him go how long?
2 more minutes. Yeah.
Been a minute.
So after about an hour at the park, we eventually go back to her place, and I keep saying her because that's what she wanted to identify as. And once I pulled her pants down, because usually I like to eat pussy. I love eating pussy.
It is nice.
So I pulled the pants down, and I was like, I don't know why I was so surprised at first that there was a dick there.
Okay, was it one of the, did you get like...
No.
Chin
It was
to
a
chin,
very nice, like
It just
was
fell out?
like if there were like the dick equivalent of a vagina as far as flowers go, that's what this would have been. It was
Wow.
yeah, it was very
That's-
nice. It was very soft. It was not very
It's
in
the
my
orchid
face.
of
But
vaginas / penises.
I asked. I was like, do you want me
Was
to
there a card attached?
and a ticket number, a card and a ticket number, Chris. Oh my god. Come again soon. Please. No, it was
A punch card. Click.
it was It was one of the best sexual experiences I've had, but it was also one of the weirdest.
Is that, I mean, those go hand in hand kind of, don't they?
Oh yeah, no, most
I've
definitely.
thought
When you're
kind of
most
about that
uncomfortable.
before too. Is like if I ever hooked up with a dude, I feel like it'd be good just because it'd be so weird. It'd be so
Okay.
taboo. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that
You know what I
you-
mean by
that
that?
you're
It's just like,
into it.
but even with being with a girl that's like aggressive or wants
Yeah.
to like
Who
wants
takes
to
charge?
do something. Yeah, something. It's good because it's like it's
Yeah.
like weird. It's weird. That's
No,
the
no,
whole
it's-
point
it's-
of. Like sex with someone you've been having sex with for a long time is not weird. It's like you
Yeah,
they like this, I put that there, do this,
you know
pinch
exactly
that a little
what to
bit,
do.
and that's good, and that's what they want, you
That
know.
reminds me of the one time I went down on this one girl, and her clit was like this long and that big around.
Yeah.
Darylette.
And had a
you
couple
still
balls
couldn't find
underneath
She
it.
was
And
a
I just,
squirter.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
Her clit was this big, and I still could not find the little man in the boat. Right,
Oh, I
John?
did.
Oh, no, I'm sure.
It was on the very end.
Hit you in the eye, right?
It hit me in my larynx.
swallow it. I'm gonna go ahead and swallow your
She
clitoris
was
a
a
little bit
squirter,
now.
and
so.
it was all over my face after we were done.
Oh, my
I've never
God.
experienced that.
Oh, you've never
I've never been
experienced
with
a
the squirter. No, I never
okay,
have.
so
I,
will tell
I
you
like
this.
this.
I like
Pee.
women where
It's
all the
pee,
juice
isn't it?
stays up inside of them. That's what I.
No, dude.
That's what
okay.
I want.
Enough
Every
juice to
girl
get it, man.
every girl's a squirter. It just depends on how you do it. And okay,
So I just need to like an elevation or like what? What am
all
I
right,
doing
cool.
wrong?
All right, so check this
You
out,
need
right?
to take it out of their mouth and put it
One.
in their vagina.
No.
One, the best and quickest way to make a girl squirt with is it doesn't involve your dick at all.
Make sure they
It
drink
does
lots
not
of beer
involve your
before
dick
you
at all. So what you do is you take these two fucking fingers right here,
Fucking
right?
fingers.
All right, so you go about like an inch, maybe 2 inches in, and you go directly up. And you want to fucking curve that shit back because there's a spot
Sarah's
right
smiling.
there. There's a spot right there that hits them really fucking good. And if you continue to hit that spot over and over, you'll start to feel that shit tighten up around your fingers. And eventually a girl will squirt. Every girl squirts. You need to know how to work it right. See, I got lessons from lesbians on how to do this shit. Because some of my best Rocky Horror Picture Show friends were lesbians. So they all taught me how to work a vagina perfectly.
I'm rock hard right now.
Oh,
so.
dude, no, you should be.
I had a girlfriend. All we did was hand stuff
Hand
to
stuff.
get each other off. And I remember I would give her butter to get me off. But butter, because that was the only lube I had in the house. But she gave the best hand jobs. And, we'd kiss and I'd play with her boobs. And
What
it
age was
great.
this?
What?
What age was this?
21.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds like my first relationship when I was 15. It was mostly hand stuff.
Well, no, before that I had other girlfriends, but it was just it was strange because she would hang out at the clubs in Colorado Springs, but she didn't want to have a P in her V. She was saving
Because it makes a
herself.
BABY.
Bingo.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I just remember, and she taught me how to pleasure her, and it was basically these two fingers with the other two on the, and I was over the top, not underneath like Darren. Yeah, and I worked these two fingers. These other two would basically just rest, and she loved it. And I don't know where she is now, but it was some of the hottest stuff I've ever had.
Mm-hmm. Is this the ultimate in mansplaining, Sarah? Like a bunch of dudes standing around like, you know how a woman's clitoris works, right?
No.
You know what I mean? It's like, listen, I know what I'm talking
The
about.
thing is, I've had 40, 50 experiences, but it's funny how different every clitoris is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
It's like a snowflake.
Bingo.
Bringing it right back around.
Some
Snowflake.
of them are very round and beany. Others are a little sharp.
Funny, but
Some of them are actually kind of pointy.
Pointy. Sharp.
Yeah. No, I mean not sharp to prick your finger, but like a ballpoint pen.
That would be
I mean,
a bit much.
You won't bleed if you scratch it, but there was so many different experiences, and I'm not a Casanova by any means, but there's just every individual is so different, and I enjoyed that, the differences. One woman likes it this way, another one likes it that way, but the ones that didn't communicate with me were just horrible. The ones that did, we had so much more fun.
Well, I like that. I think it's really weird when if you're getting with somebody and they're not even doing something you don't like fucking
Tell me.
what's up? Like my face is in your ass right now. Like you know what I mean? You could be honest with me. If there's any person in your life you could be honest with, it's the guy who has his face in your ass right now. Hey, a little to the left. Oh, good. Like I mean, like I've experienced that a bunch of times being with somebody, and then afterwards I find out, oh, they didn't like that you did, or they'll tell me themselves. I don't feel like we were vibing. Was that when I'm licking your asshole, or like at what point weren't we vibing? You could have let me know.
You're right. I had a girlfriend
What's
in high
up?
school that I found out through her girlfriend, through her girlfriend's boyfriend, who is my best friend,
isn't that shitty?
that I was too rough. She didn't like, and I was like, why didn't? So I broke up with her.
Hey,
But
slow
it was
down,
like-
Bucko. Like one of
like,
those would
just
have been
tell me.
appreciated, right?
Tell me that it hurts.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to hurt you. I really like you, and there's no reason that my fingers in your vagina should hurt. And if it does, tell me to stop. I have no problem with that. I'm not a rapist. I'm not an asshole. Well, okay, my default personality's ass.
I don't know.
But
about
no,
that
I mean,
one.
yeah, okay, I went a little too far. But I mean, I don't want to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
You know, if we're enjoying each other, and I do something wrong, please correct me.
So many things are taboo in our culture, and even in hetero, shouldn't be
Whatever.
anything taboo. Still taboo. Still, I don't know why we're so weird about
I mean, if when I was younger,
talking to each other. That's what people want to avoid. Is just not to talk to each other.
I mean,
That's what we want.
I've been married
at every point.
I've been married for 24 years, and just recently I found out that my wife wants me to take her forcefully.
What the fuck? It's
What
a long
the-
time, man.
24 years. So
I don't know how to deal with
Yeah.
that in this day and age because I've definitely met a few girls that, wanted to be choked or wanted to be
She
rough,
doesn't-
and it's like, how am I? Unless you tell me that, I'm not just gonna. Louis C.K. has a great joke about it. I'm not just gonna take a chance and go ahead and choke you, and then we both know who's going to jail. I mean, like,
yeah.
So that gets. If you've got something weird, you got to be out with it, or you're not going to get satisfied. That's just how it
I had this
is.
one girlfriend who really liked her nipples pinched, and she had these little, the tiny little hair clips, and she would put them on her nipples. And
Just like without you, would just put them on.
No, put them on, and then she'd have like a nightie on, and I didn't know until one time. Just the way we would have sex, I very rarely grab up there because I was a man. I'd finish so quickly because she was a freaking crazy hot chick. But one time I found him and I was like, "Oh, what's going on here?" She's like, "I like my nipples pinched." I was like, "I'll do it. I have no problem with that. I mean, I'll bite them. I'll bite them off if you want me to." But
So she was doing it to herself because she didn't think you were going to do it?
yeah, isn't that weird?
That is weird.
It's like, tell me what you want and I
Yeah.
will do it. Men are so simple. We are so base. And that's the thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I want
Put it there. All right.
I want your left ring finger up my ass while you're sticking your left toe in my ear.
Yeah. Dope.
and
Sounds
just
cool.
Go
Like,
away.
that's it.
I mean, just go for it. Yeah, well, fine. I absolutely, as long as we arrive.
How many sexual references have we made on this podcast? Like, I'd like to
All
see
of
like a
them.
counter.
By the way,
It's
it was
probably
like 7 to 8.
7 minutes to 8?
Yeah.
Holy crap. All right, this has been the Wheel Podcast with
oh my god, are you serious?
Chris Crazy Legs Fonseca, our absent producer, Closet Guy, our special guest, Jay Frazier,
Sup?
and me, John the Hack Archer. Also, our special guest, Sarah. who-
Sarah, be serious.
Yes, Sarah, be serious. So thank you very much for tuning in. We've got a
And bisexual. I love that one.
and bisexual. Nice.
It's been fun, guys.
She's even got a little bit of an Adam's apple. So
a little bit.
no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they asked for it back, but
She's got an apple core.
Thank you for tuning in.
That was fun. Yeah.
that was fun. I didn't realize we did that long. Fuck.
We usually don't, but that rolls.
Fucking Christ, dude.
Wait, okay, so why do we have to be done? Are we done?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, if everybody wants to be done, that's absolutely
Yeah.
fine with me. Jay Frazier, is there anything you would like to plug?
No.
Are you sure there's nothing about the playing field which you host that you would
Nah,
like
I don't
to
come.
plug?
No, I host an
Oh.
open mic at the Playing Field every Monday at 8 p.m. I know people do the Zodiac too. You can totally double dip if you're insane and you want to get up twice in one night.
Stage experience,
But
that's all it is.
yeah, let people do 5 to 7 minutes usually, and it's been fun. We
Have those have those dudes, those black dudes been back? Did they come back this Monday?
Cornelius and
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah.
I've seen Cornelius at the bar another night, but he hasn't been back for the open mic.
Really?
I should have gotten his information.
Yeah, no.
because he was funny.
You should have done the same
Where'd
thing
you-
you did to me, where like I showed up at the bar and you were just like, sign up, and I signed
Yeah.
up. You forced me to sign
And
up.
it worked.
Yeah, no, it did. It's fine. You know, it's weird.
It works
It's,
a lot, actually.
At the playing field, it was really weird. I was more comfortable at the playing field than I was at the Zodiac last time I performed there.
Really?
Yeah, no, most definitely. Like everything I tried at the playing field, except for my like last bit or two, everything else was new.
It's not the best place for comedy. It's cavernous and bright and
No,
pretty much
it's-
the opposite of what you want in a comedy club. But it's fun. It's big. It's fun. We had a great show when we did the event for DBSA.
Yeah.
It was great. I think
What's that?
It was a depression and bipolar support research.
Okay,
Group.
so yeah, trying to figure
I
out
don't know.
what's
Was that for veterans? Do you remember? Was it for veterans specifically?
Just fucked up people.
Just fucked up people. We did an event for fucked up people at the playing field. And
cool.
Yeah.
Jay Frazier, will you give me 10 more minutes? Because I've been wanting to speak with you specifically
Yeah, sure.
throughout this whole
I don't care.
podcast. Chris, you're more than welcome to chime in, obviously. All right, so being from Louisiana, I guess a part from the South, which when you told me that actually clicked in my mind a little bit more about your
I think it's
style
the
of
missing
comedy.
puzzle piece for a lot of people because
Yeah.
something seems off with me, and I get that, and it's because I've lived. I was from the South, but I went to a liberal arts college, kind of snooty, and I just started to sort of change my voice and behave differently. But then I actually lived in northern Spain for the past few years.
Oh.
So like I've just sort of been separated from the culture that I'm from. So I assume that I sound a little weird, and you know, there's got to be a couple things that are kind of off. Does that make sense? That's what I think it is. Because people don't get people can't tell where I'm from usually, and when I say I'm from the South, when I say I'm from Louisiana, people are like, oh,
Yeah,
like
no.
it sort of
it
sort of clicks in there a little bit.
It makes a little more sense. Okay, so you took a very left perspective of things, especially I would say when you moved to Spain or took the outside.
Well, yeah, in a way, because like what's super left in the States is pretty moderate in a lot of Europe and other parts of the world. So I mean,
Really?
I guess you could say, yeah. Bernie Sanders is not radical to the world. He's not.
He was very radical to me.
He's not. He's the things he's talking about are commonplace in a lot of places.
Wow.
I mean, it's. I guess you could say I definitely am more. I've sort of balanced out now. I think I'm very moderate now, but I definitely through my college years and then moving directly after college to Europe, I was a lefty, like
Okay.
for 100%. I kind of towed the line in the whole thing, but
Yeah.
moving back and sort of maturing a little bit, I definitely balance that. I think if you think one side's 100% right, then you're crazy.
Yeah.
You're
Oh, yeah.
a crazy
no,
person.
No.
So
Most definitely.
both sides have some things right, and I think but you're right. At least for a time, yeah, I was a bleeding heart. For
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
For
no.
sure.
What do I totally get that. In the was it a thing for you as far as acceptance of your peers? Like it's what was happening in the scene, because that's what it was for me.
Yeah.
I
sure.
very wanted acceptance from the others.
Well, I felt like I couldn't bring a lot of the culture that my parents had given me to especially a liberal arts college, just because you'll get shot down. 80% of the 90. I'm probably less. Probably a lot of people were acting because this is still in Louisiana.
Yeah.
So I imagine a lot of people were putting on a
front.
coat of liberalism when they maybe didn't agree with everything. So I sort of just started keeping to myself in a way.
Interesting.
Like if I was confronted, I would take the sort of the lefty route,
Oh, okay.
depending on what it was. But
Yeah.
I kind of also just sort of stayed out of shit for a while.
That makes sense. Okay, so you were very
Especially
neutral,
when I
like-
was in Spain, I didn't. it gets to the point where people would be like, "Oh, explain this or explain this." Just be like, "Fuck, I'm not going to talk to politics about you. Like, I don't. Talk to you about politics.
I don't want to do that. That's
Yeah.
not something. Yeah,
I'm out. I'm trying to drink. Like, what do you?
I'm just trying to get fucked up and have a good time.
Yeah.
Can we please just do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a very interesting side to take from it because I went from being a complete on the right, where I would make fun of gay people, anybody who was fucking different, simply just to please the friends that I had at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And then once high school kind of hit, I completely shunned that lifestyle 100%. Like I went so far left that I would sleep with I would experiment with sleeping with guys or listening to this type of music or doing this or that. And it's very interesting to see that even though you were born in the South, born in somewhere in Louisiana, you still took that left kind of perspective. Now, I'm pretty sure from what you were saying earlier, your parents were very conservative, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So was it just kind of like a fuck you to your parents, or was it something that you actually believed in?
I mean, every person does that to some extent. Doesn't want to be like their parents.
Yeah.
First, to some extent, I do feel like because I don't want to say that because when I was younger, I think through my high school years, I kind of did the opposite. I sort of towed the line for the right, just because my biggest influence politically was my parents.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's as much of a factor now. I mean, like I said, everybody,
you're your own person at this point.
Everybody wants to like give the middle finger to their parents in some way. So maybe that had something to do with it. I think that it's more just wanting to be accepted. It's only now that I've really been I've been comfortable enough with myself and also knowing enough that I won't get trapped. I won't get stuck in that I can come out with some of my more conservative ideas and feel comfortable with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
like it's like abortion's a difficult issue. I'm really tired of people on both sides acting like it's cut and dry. It's fucking not.
No, it's definitely.
It maybe is killing a person. I don't know. It's not clear to me. But you know what I mean? And there, liberal could come in here right now and say I'm an idiot. It's not a person. It doesn't have a soul. Blah blah blah. And a conservative could come in and say
it's a baby.
100% it's a baby. And I disagree with both of them. I mean,
to each is their own in this situation.
People are nuts when it comes to towing the line. And there are people that do it 100%. They whatever
they commit.
These people said, that's what I believe in 100%. Especially if it is in direct conflict with what they said.
Yeah,
then,
most definitely.
Then I'm down with it. But like, I think with maturity,
my
culture is a part of it. I grew up conservative and Christian, and that's part of who I am. And
are you still a Christian? Do you carry that?
I'm not.
Belief?
I tell people that I'm agnostic because again, it's that same. It's just that same. That same sort of feeling.
Way to play it.
It is because I just don't fucking know.
Yeah, no.
And I don't want the conversation to go any further. And if I say I'm agnostic, people get weird and it just sort of stops there.
It stops them from asking you any more questions.
Maybe a douche, occasionally a douchebag would be, "Oh, you believe in the giant spaghetti monster or whatever the fuck it is?" And I'm like, yeah, a little.
Giant
I mean, maybe
spaghetti monster.
Maybe I do.
No.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no. That actually makes very much.
So I definitely was very conservative when I was younger. Sort of flipped, maybe not so much because of my parents and more because of peer pressure, flipped to a very left perspective, and now I really would consider myself I'm very split on a lot of issues. So
okay, yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. So on your
Nyland, do you want to jump in here?
Yeah, totally.
What's up? Jump in now.
On your
Nyland Vigil, everybody.
Nyland
Vigil or Vigil?
It's Vigil.
It's Vigil, but
Did
I
John
pronounce
drink
it
this?
Vigil.
We helped him a little bit, but
Okay,
I mean,
thank God.
it was mostly John, right?
Jay,
Do we drink that much of it?
take the rest of it.
I hope
I'll take the rest of it.
slowed him down.
So okay. So how do you feel personally about abortion? Because myself, every serious relationship I ever get into, I will let the girl immediately know. Like, look, I'm not wanting to have kids for a very long time if I ever want children. If you do get pregnant by accident, are you okay with having an abortion?
I don't know. I think that it's impossible until you're in that situation to
Have you never been?
No.
Okay.
I think that don't know what I would do. I feel like just sort of from the conservative side, if you know that there's the potential for you to be a parent, that it kind of fucks with things, you know. I just don't see how you can act like that's not a factor whatsoever. Oh, it's just some cells. Like who gives a shit? Well, it's there. It exists. It's
growing inside.
You can't act
of
like
you.
it doesn't fucking exist. So that's kind of the lefty side that I just don't get. Is that surely you can understand how somebody would be like, this could be. I think viability is the biggest issue for me.
What do you mean by viability?
So,
The open mic is starting,
oh no.
so you guys should sign up.
Can you sign us up?
Jay, what number do you want to go?
Pooping, Marco.
Dude, you cauliflower ear out the like, dude, I will never.
Don't you leave like Kaiser Soze?
Jay, what number do you want to go?
I don't.
5, 4, 6, 7.
Somewhere in the middle.
3.
Dude, I keep trying to open the show, and I'm just not very good at opening. I feel like I put off weird vibes. I need to be hidden in the middle.
I'll put you anywhere.
That's really where I
between
deserve to be.
4 and 7. You're last. I'll go ahead and
Okay.
put me after you. Just keep talking though.
Yeah.
If you.
Oh,
want,
you're gonna go do that.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go sign us up. If you're okay with continuing to talk,
Yeah.
'cause, like I've been wanting to just speak with you
That's fine.
specifically for for the entire podcast.
Okay.
So,
You didn't want John here? He does have that effect on people.
no, John's a very good
We love John.
mediator.
You
to
don't have to try and defend it.
No. I like having John here because it takes pressure off of me.
Right.
But I haven't really gotten to talk to Jay
Right.
specifically.
Yeah.
About a few things that I've wanted to talk to you about. So
What do you think about abortion?
What do I think about
Yeah.
abortion? I think if
I
someone is
teeter, you know.
considering-
I'm not like I don't really have it clear. I think what I was saying before we were really interrupted by that man with cauliflower ear, who I would not fight.
Yeah.
That's bad news. If you ever see a guy and his ear's all like bubbly and fucked up, that means that he wrestles, and don't
Yeah.
try to fight him. That's
No,
a real
he's
bad
like
idea.
in the top 10 wrestlers in the world.
I've seen some pictures. He's good,
crazy.
hey?
Yeah.
Anyway, viability is kind of a big deal for me. I think that if a baby is viable outside of the womb, that starts to get pretty weird for me.
Right.
Like if you could take a baby out and it lives on its own, that's a baby. You know, I think that's a baby. And I also am very interested in the idea of the soul. If people have a soul, and I got really into this in college. After 2 weeks, I think it is, the cell, a baby cell, it can no longer twin. It can no longer split into two different parts. And if you believe in the concept of the soul, well, then you would think that
That's
it has to exist before, you know,
if it can be its own concrete entity by itself physically, then if there's probably a stage that a soul enters.
So I've heard really good arguments for it being if you have an abortion before 2 weeks, then that's cool.
Yeah.
But like again, like why? Like
Right.
there's like, what do
if
you
you're
think?
concerned about the potential for it to become a person, I am.
I'm not saying in any way that I wouldn't have an abortion.
Right.
Just gonna go ahead and do that. Like
I think by
maybe I would.
There's so many different circumstances that come into that kind of question, but I have a weird. My morals are not as concrete as life and death. I think regardless of like the argument of when it becomes its own thing and life, if it's being born into a situation where it's not going to be good for the child, probably best to abort it. Like I think if you're teetering on the side of do I get an abortion or do I keep it, you're probably not going to be that great a parent. I think odds are you're not going to be good if you're half and half whether to keep it or not. You should probably abort it just because you're an unfit parent. I don't think
That's
enough
true.
people
And
take that into account.
And I feel like I kind of do feel like if I got a girl pregnant, that it would be hard. I would feel like we have to have this kid. I feel like it would be. I don't know if that's part of just growing up conservative or if it's just whatever.
And there's a
In some way,
big
I want to be a
difference.
dad.
Yeah.
It's on some level, I want that. I mean, I think everybody. You can act like you don't, but it's a fucking part. Like we're scum. We're just
It's a
supposed to keep
biological
spreading.
thing.
we're supposed to keep making people. That's just part of
Okay.
the thing, you know. I definitely feel like it's very easy for
feel like
people to
that's the
talk about
default.
this. Yeah.
The default want is to like monkey brain, make more of me.
Yeah.
But I think you can think your way out of that with a certain amount of reason. But
Yeah.
I would understand that that's the default position.
I just think it's impossible until you're in that situation to act like you know what you would do. I honestly, I could be in a situation where immediately I'm like, we can't have this kid.
Yeah.
This doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
We don't love each other. This isn't going to work out. It's early on. Let's
Yeah.
just I definitely feel like that could happen. Or it could be a situation where I like the person and
enough
I'm good
to have
about
a
it
child
and,
with them. Yeah.
And I feel like it's so hard. There's a lot of people that don't have kids that love talking about this, and I just think it's like you have no perspective on this whatsoever. So
I've been in that situation once where I got a girl pregnant who both of us had agreed early on that if she ever accidentally did get pregnant, that we would go to the clinic and get, aborted. Not simply because...
Good to have that conversation beforehand.
Oh, dude, I have that conversation with every serious girl that I plan on dating. I will always ask them, how do you feel about children? And if we accidentally had a kid, what would be your plan of action?
Yeah.
That way there's no confusion once that shit happens. So I have been in that situation where I have gotten an abortion simply just for the fact that I know at my age, I'm not ready to take care of a child. There's no way that I could do it. I can barely take care of myself, at this point.
Well, there's this garbage argument too out of the right where the people love to talk about, but you could give the kid up for adoption. There's millions of kids that don't have homes that aren't being adopted.
Right.
Garbage argument.
Because they're over the age of 5.
It's horrible.
Yeah, no.
So stop.
Those
Like,
same people don't say I love to adopt.
Yeah.
I would like to have maybe
Once
one
the kid's
child.
born, then you can just fire it off into space, into
Then
the
it gets
ether, where it's no longer
so
my
crazy.
problem.
It
But
just freezes and bursts into a million shatters.
I don't want a soul to be snuffed out. I just want it to be trapped.
I want it to
inside the
suffer
entity
in
of the
this
body.
dimension. I hope that
Yeah.
it suffers in this dimension
I
till
hope a
death.
nun hits
But it must enter this dimension. God damn it. It must.
Yeah.
It must enter in order to suffer.
As long as some unknowable force of the universe is trapped here inside of a sad child, then I'm happy.
That's exactly right.
Jay, I signed you up 6th, so we still got a little bit. Okay, so
Doing an open mic here in a bit, guys.
yeah, doing an open mic here in a little bit. I guess we'll give it about like maybe 10 more minutes,
Okay.
and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up.
Hit me with the cues, bro.
Hit you with the cues. What else did I want to talk to you about? Okay, so we talked about abortion, your views on Louisiana and how you feel about that. All right, so other than okay, so for somebody like Nyland, you would definitely suggest just go to New Orleans, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and
Look, there's a bunch of other places that are cool, but it's not worth it.
it's not like what
If
do you mean?
really like culture and you like hanging out at some old plantation style place and you like going and getting brunch and there's places, there's things I could tell you about that are fun and cool to do and beautiful riverside towns and shit. Natchitoches is really beautiful, but it's small and you're gonna get bored. That's what I think. If you want to go to Louisiana, fucking go to New Orleans. It's
so New Orleans is the safest
do it.
bet if you want to
Yes.
go to Louisiana.
You're gonna have fun. It's dirty. It's like Las Vegas, maybe even dirtier, even more concentrated,
even stickier than Las Vegas.
maybe.
Ooh. See,
Maybe so.
I like going to Vegas because I like to
It's so
gamble,
much
but
fun.
I hate Vegas because how sticky and gross it is.
You can walk down the street with a beer in your hand.
Oh yeah, no.
Tits come out
those
and dicks
margaritas.
come.
Oh.
The
I haven't
potty
been
parts
there.
come out often.
But it might be better to say dirty instead of sticky.
Dirty instead
Las
of sticky.
Vegas seems stickier to me.
That's
Yeah,
probably
no,
it's
Las
maybe
Vegas
dirtier,
is
not
very
sticky. Yeah, that's maybe a good
So
distinction.
New Orleans is dirtier, just not as sticky as Las
yeah,
Vegas is.
I think
Okay.
that's a good.
Good,
There's
good.
more like blood and semen. I feel like in Las Vegas. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
There's a lot of fluids.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Tennessee?
Yes.
Okay, so other than Nashville, or is Nashville the place to go? Because I've been very interested in Louisiana, Tennessee, that type of southern region. I've always wanted to go visit that.
I've been to a couple other places in Tennessee besides Nashville, but I can't really give you much information on.
Nothing that stuck to
I mean,
you.
I've been all over the place and just I haven't spent much time.
Were you
in
a
Tennessee.
military kid?
Nuh-uh.
No? Then
No.
why'd you move around?
Just
so
traveled a
much?
lot. I just had a lot of opportunities too. Especially when I was older. I was I played
That rich white privilege, right?
Yeah, I played golf. So there you go. I played golf for my school, and I got to travel to different places.
That makes so
and
much
compete.
sense.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Nyland's wearing I think it's a golf hat, isn't it?
That's my golf
Isn't that
hat.
a
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my
VR?
hat.
I think that's one of the models
To
for
me, it's just
Nike.
a found hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is. Just
As
a found
faggy
hat.
and
That's what it
liberal
is.
as I am, I'm huge into sports. I love things like
That's so surprising to me.
I know,
And you
right?
also
Closet
hate
guy
reading.
doesn't.
Huh?
You also hate reading.
No, I
They
love
said
to
he
read.
hates Reagan. I was like, what? Well, me too, but
Who doesn't hate Reagan? No, there are some things Reagan got right,
like a bunch of people.
like the Contra.
He made a lot of good songs.
Yeah, no. I have very few broy douchebaggy things about me that I
I
like.
have a good balance.
Cars
I really do.
and football are two of them. I guess not football, just sports in general. I watch a lot of basketball. I watch a lot of golf. I watch a lot of football. I watch a lot of when those sports are like within the height of their season. I watch a lot of it. Baseball, I can't do.
Championships.
Yeah, championships, playoffs, championships.
People say that golf is the most boring sport, but
Dude,
I got to be honest with you.
baseball.
I've fallen asleep in more Major League Baseball games
Oh my god!
in the stadium than any other. Like,
really?
it's,
See, I like going to
I
watch
can't-
the
it's-
game.
They don't move.
No, they don't at all. There's
It's the
outfield.
only sport where they don't move.
You have
They
outfield
stay in
who-
the same
Right.
spots.
outfield who will occasionally either hit
They
a wall
shift.
or cross over.
Shift. Like-
yeah. And then infield doesn't do shit. You have your shortstop, you have outfield, and then maybe first baseman who
You
moves
stand
the most.
on a thing, you catch a ball, and then you go back to the thing.
Pretty much
That's
for the
how,
most
like,
part.
A sport could. It's probably not a good sign if a sport could be improved by a golf cart
Yes.
from the most boring.
If they hopped into a golf cart and then raced,
yeah,
like if it was bigger and they raced and you could like peg them with the golf, like the baseball and knock them out of the golf cart,
oh, that'd be awesome.
dude.
We should
Baseball,
improve sports.
basketball.
more
Did you ever see that
balloons.
shit?
Not in years.
That's some funny shit right there. Basketball, fucking with people while they're shit. We should just try to combine some sports. I've been wanting to get together as a group, just the comedians, and like kick a soccer ball around or throw a frisbee or fucking
Yeah.
do something. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
Just talk shit and all be really bad at whatever sport we're trying to.
yeah. You
Should I
might
keep-
have to
when
section off which comics have any like muscles in their legs.
Yeah, I
don't In order know if to do Chris is that.
gonna be so good at that. Chris, your goalie. Why am I always goalie?
Get him the smallest goalie just to make it fair. Smallest goal ever.
Gotta ricochet it in.
Yeah.
Are we talking about lacrosse?
We're gonna play sports between all of the
Comics.
comics. We're gonna start getting
Oh,
together, play sports,
God.
kick a soccer ball around. Chris is gonna be the goalie.
Yeah. Soccer. I can't do soccer. I can't do soccer.
I don't really
I
like
can
it either,
only do
but
soccer.
Really? Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, you're the only. No, I mean, I can't play soccer. I can watch soccer because soccer. Okay, so I used to think soccer was a super faggy sport until I actually watched soccer. Those motherfuckers
They hurt each
go,
other, man.
Yeah,
They
they
get
go
hurt.
hard in
Yeah.
the paint. They're very aggressive. Football, I'm very good at. Basketball, I'm average at. Golf, I can't shoot worth a shit, but I like to go to the driving range. But yeah, I think it'd be really interesting to get all the comics together and see what sports they might be good at.
Yeah.
it's gonna be a shit show.
You
But we
think?
should do it.
I think you would be a decent quarterback. I
Pro-
feel like you have good aim,
I can set up
Probably-
some Benny Hill music.
Okay.
Benny Hill. All right, so I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up.
We got an open mic to do, yo.
Yeah, we got no.
So-
Jay Frazier, I would like to get together.
Fuck me? You
Oh, dude, oh no,
I'm not your type. I'm not your type.
No, you're not.
Not
We already
sure.
talked about it. It's the flannel, dude. You're throwing me all off,
I might let you put beads in my ass.
dude. Oh my god, I never came harder. She was
See,
right
I
in my
feel like
dick.
that, but I feel so violated after. I don't know if it'd be worth it.
It was fine
That's
for me.
better. That's
Like
the better feeling.
she was riding my dick. I was
The
sucking her
violation makes
titty
you
milk,
come
and
harder,
she's-
but then you have
Yeah.
to live with the violation after. That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
Oh, dude, that's the
Well, I
part
was
that made
raised
me come the
Catholic.
most.
That's the best thing for your sex life that can ever happen.
Yeah,
Violation.
Being
most
raised
definitely.
Catholic because you enjoy everything.
Yeah, no, most
Shame.
definitely. I mean,
Shame.
Any sort of pleasure whatsoever.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, bad.
So much better when you're not allowed.
when do you have free? At least within the next week.
Within the next week.
Like, so from starting tomorrow to about next Tuesday, when do you have free?
I'll be pretty busy until probably Friday afternoon, and this weekend I don't have much going on.
Okay, so
I think I'm actually having Dan Rainey on my podcast this Saturday.
Oh, okay.
But your episode's about to come out.
He's,
I've been so behind on getting. I
Yeah,
keep
no.
shooting on these podcasts, and then the whole editing part.
Yeah.
That should
It's
go
hard.
to another person, but there is no other person. It's me.
That's what I was
So-
talking about earlier. Was like, I didn't mention names. I didn't do this because it makes it easier on the editing for Nyland.
Yeah.
I like to think.
I
that I'm
mention
a part of the
anybody in my
editing.
podcast. I don't take anything out. I'll probably get sued. Oh well.
Oh well, yeah, no, that's fine.
If I'm getting sued, that probably means that I'm going somewhere, right?
Yeah, no,
You don't
most
just sue somebody that's like
For no
living
reason.
on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like that guy, you're like, you know what I need to do to that guy? I need to sue that guy.
Or if you do, at least you get some press out of it.
Exactly. It might elevate my career.
I would like to.
That's cute.
I would like to either be one on your podcast or have you
Let's do it.
again on here, where it's
You
just.
can come on here as many times as you want. I'm
Yeah.
not against multiple guests.
I would like to. Well, I would like to do something other.
Can
than
I be the laughing guy?
something other
There's
than
a radio show here in the Springs, and it's on the pop station, I think, whatever.
Ugh.
And there's a guy.
Yeah.
They hired him to laugh. I really think
Oh
that.
yeah.
Is that the
It's
one
every
with the
time.
chick?
Every fucking time.
Is that the one with the same one with the chick? in
There's
the
a
mornings?
chick.
I don't remember, but
There's a chick, there's a couple guys,
I'm
and one of them, he
convinced.
only laughs.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
I'm convinced he has a button because if you listen,
It
it's the
sounds
same
identical.
exact laugh every time, the same exact one.
Why is there a Presto griddle up on the wall next to Chris Fonseca's? Like,
Don't
why?
worry about
See,
that.
because
All right.
like everyone
Okay.
asks why there's a griddle on the wall, but like the point is that there's just a griddle on the wall.
Okay,
Is about it.
that's fair enough. Modern art, I see. It just
Yeah.
is.
Very-
It
That-
just
Hamlin?
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
It
it is
exists in this space.
I would like to very much so because you're a person I'm very interested in. One, you've shat on me a lot. That's fine because you're a comedian.
Yep.
I'm not a little bitch, so I can take it. But I would really like to get to know more about you, Jay Frazier, without having a John Archer here. You're a fucking idiot.
I really hope the camera.
Yeah, I hope it did. I didn't check.
Oh no, it got you. Okay, so with the camera thing earlier, I thought it was more important to get these three into
Yeah.
camera view than me. So I
Don't
hope
worry.
the angle got
You're really
well.
good with the audio. I need to train you more on the camera.
Yeah, no, most definitely. I do very well with the audio. But Jay Frazier, I would like to get together at some point to where we can just sit down, have a couple hours
Sure.
to talk, whatever it may be. We'll exchange information at some point.
Fluids.
Yeah, fluids, of course, fluids. But yeah, so other than you hosting Monday nights at the playing field, which no one who ever listens, well, actually anyone who ever listens to this will know what the playing field is.
That's fine.
Because that's our audience right now until we grow further.
Right.
But yeah, no, dude, you were a guest that I really enjoyed having on.
Thanks, man.
It
was fun.
Yeah, no, I think everyone collabed fairly well. But definitely, on the most part, there's a lot to dig inside of you, and there's a lot more I want to know about
That's
you.
great.
Yeah, so
Wow.
I'm Darren Closet Guy Clark / Chadwick. That's Nyland Fuckface Vigil. This is Jay Frazier.
Harry
I have
dicks in
to-
your
I
ass,
have
bro.
dates to plug.
Oh, do you? Oh,
Yeah,
go,
I just
go
showed up
ahead.
in the
Go
last
ahead.
minute to plug
Dates.
dates. I'm going to be at the Blind Tiger at midnight on Friday. So
Where
technically
the
Saturday.
Where the fuck is the Blind Tiger?
That's
There's a-
in San Antonio, Texas.
Oh,
Very nice.
that's
Blind
right. You're going to
Tiger, I'm
Texas.
doing a showcase. I can't remember the dude's name. I should really
Very nice.
call him
Write that
because I
down,
need
yeah.
a ride there.
Take the bus, bro.
Yeah.
San Antonio's got
You're doing
great
a
public
showcase?
transportation.
Yeah.
Dope.
And I'm doing a show here at the Pecan Theater for the troops on the 19th.
Oh,
Support the troops or fuck you.
Yeah.
the fundraiser thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm going to need to think of some clean jokes and that don't upset people.
That
who are
cabbie
in
driver
shape.
joke that I got.
None of
when
your
you helped
act
me
is
write would
good
be
for
really
this
good.
gig, I feel like.
Yeah.
Do you have any? You got some
I
clean
have-
ones?
I have clean material. It's just not as good.
Oh,
As
well,
the
See,
others.
that's
no,
kind of how
because
I have.
Yeah.
I have probably 10 minutes. That's just
Yeah.
not. I
I
don't
can
want to
do-
do it because it's not
I
as
can
fun.
do 10 minutes of be clean material.
Yeah.
So
Be clean.
I have a lot of non-heroin type jokes,
Oh.
but in my opinion, they're not as funny. And for people who barely know me now, a lot of them know about the heroin type thing. So that's like
It's
a
old
big,
hat. It's boring.
Yeah. You know, I would like to move on to jokes. Oh, sorry. Nan, go ahead.
I'm also doing after the Troop show same night. I'm doing a show at the Nickel with Space Theft.
Oh, the
Triple
band
Nickel.
with
Cool.
Tyler, correct?
Yeah,
Tyler.
or Troy.
Troy.
I want to
that's his
have
name.
him on here. He's a badass. And then I'm doing a show at the Playing Field on the 28th,
Yeah.
Sunday the 28th.
I will
So that should
also
dope.
be there.
Yeah, if that's a selling point for everyone, Closet Guy will be there.
Yeah.
If you would like to meet him and, I don't know, dump your drink on him.
Throw your drink in his face.
Yeah.
Please come.
You're
to
gonna be
Playing
at
Field.
I feel like that'd be something
If
you'd
he
see at like a
said anything-
cosplay.
Yeah.
Like featuring the closet guy.
If he said anything on this podcast that upset you, he will be at the Playing Field on Sunday the 28th.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm there every Monday, so
Yeah.
My
Come
20
fight
minute
me,
rant
ho.
about how I like dick earlier tonight will
Oh,
be
good
a
job.
fantastic selling point.
Yep.
I bet Archer was very supportive
No,
and forthcoming.
no. Jay was more supportive than Archer.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird.
Nope. I was in, I can't remember the word.
Cool. So I think we're
Things.
done. Yeah.
Things.
We're done for this podcast. Jay
Dope.
will talk more about things later because I want to get a podcast with just you one-on-one.
Make
That
it
would be
stop,
cool.
Closet Guy.
All right, cool. Let's
Make
go.
it stop.
We are going to go ahead
Goodbye.
and stop recording. Goodbye.